Welcome to We Love to Hate Everything. I'm Jodie, and along with my long-distance bestie Amanda, we live to break down all the things we love to hate. Each week, we scour TV, TikTok, and pop culture and deliver you our unfiltered, snarky takes on everything. Take a moment to subscribe on YouTube so you catch all our live streams and shows, and follow the links in the banner to subscribe to our free weekly podcast and 2 Patreon shows, We Love to Hate TV and Total Request Podcast, where you request the shows and we break them down. Once subscribed, you have instant access to our massive library of hundreds of past shows and recaps. We promise you'll love it. And listen, we're all friends here, so let us hear from you in the comments. We love getting to know you, and we hope you enjoy the show. All right, let's go. Hello, and welcome to We Love to Hate Everything. I'm Jodie.
I'm Amanada. Hello, happy Father's Day, and happy birthday to Jodie Smith.
Oh, wow. Flag Day. I share a birthday with
Trump,
Donald Trump, and
Heather McDonald.
Heather McDonald.
In that order.
Yeah. Ay, Dios mío. Oh, Amanda. Thank you. Yeah.
Guys, it's our last recap of the, I don't know when the next season will come back, next week maybe, but they're giving us what we want. But we get a couple weeks, hopefully, of just hot topics in Browntown. But just so you guys know, we will be here every Monday still. Come back. We'll still do hot topics, and we'll touch on the Browns every week. They're always doing stuff.
Oh, every week we're going to be here. And today, huge show, season finale. We have the one and only Cara Berry from Everyone's Business, but mine. Oh, she's just the best. And I'm going to be asking her about Polyfamily because her coverage is absolutely hilarious, even though it's over, whatever. And Cara already has her recap of Sister Wives Till All Part 4 up. So go ahead and check that out. Make sure you subscribe. What else? Housekeeping. We have lots of stuff coming up, on Patreon this week.
Oh, wait, Jodie. God, we need to keep our shit professional here. Keep it otherwise, people won't know, Jodie.
I mean, what would we do without Robin's Kitchen? Inspiration. What a good mom. What a good gal. Good friend.
What a good
Great
person.
Sister wife. Yeah. This week, coming up on Girl Dinner, we had the one and only Dr. Adam come on to explain things to us like we're women. What is that manosphere? What do we do in relationships? How do we make men happy? Explain all of it to us.
It was a great episode, actually, and he was able to kind of loosen up because it was behind our paywall, so he can he can get a little more sassy. And we had a lot of fun, a lot of laughs, a lot of giggles, and a lot of explaining things to us. And I felt smarter by the end, I must say.
Yeah, and we went into Cody and Robin and his expressive language,
crying invasive behavior. Oh, but also expressive something. I don't know. I forgot. I'm a woman.
I took notes, and shocking. It actually came in handy this weekend when my kids are on vacation, and I don't know, just like things. Sometimes you need a man to explain how men act. More on that, perhaps. What else we got? Okay, besides Girl Dinner, we, of course, are going with our ongoing coverage of Sister Wives, Season 13, Episode 7, Divided We Move, Part 2. And this is where they finally sealed the deal and signed the contract on Coyote Pass, and Cody has instant regret.
Even Robin's like, you need to stop.
It really is like, it is traumatic watching this because it's like a train wreck you are watching in slow motion. Yeah. And as I always say, heard it on Oprah. I mean, we should have a Girl Dinner episode about Oprah and like her relationships, Epstein and Weinstein and all that. Yeah. Anyway, she did say years ago, the universe whispers to you, and if you don't listen, screams get louder and louder. And like in one episode of Sister Wives, there is like tornado sirens of like, woo, woo, don't do this,
Oh,
don't do this.
It's really upsetting. And then it's just Mary, Cody openly telling the camera, I'm about to take Mary to Flagstaff so I can gaslight and manipulate her. By the way, do you guys like the cover? I pretty much held Jodie's arm behind her back and twisted it until I was like, do pick me, choose me, love me. It's time. It's finally time. My God, Mary. Girl.
So bad.
This episode, we were all rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
Yeah.
Girl, you regressed somehow.
Yeah. And throwing Christine under the bus left and right. No wonder Christine hates you. Yeah. You are not a girl's girl. You're not a girl's girl.
No, I
well,
don't like
speaking of girls, Request Podcast, Derry girls. You can hear our awful Irish accents. And of course, we will school you on the history of Ireland, the UK, the Troubles.
Wikipedia up, don't worry.
We know our history.
Yeah.
Facts.
Sure.
Because Ireland is obviously an island.
Fine. So you guys will love that. It's going to be a great week. And what else? Oh, lastly, check out my other podcast, Pod in the City. And just like that, for anyone who doesn't know, it's back and it's also bad. But
I was going to say, if you guys are into Sex in the City or in Just Like That, I'm not even watching the new season of In Just Like That. And
you should.
Babe, look at you up on the big screen TV. I was watching you while I was doing my I don't like that. My 30 days of 100 kettlebell throws because I'm going to get in shape.
Yeah, I gave that up. Wow.
I don't know if I was going to say, truth be told, I skipped yesterday, so I might just do double today. But
me too.
Instead of 30 days, we'll see. Anyway, let's get into some hot topics, shall we?
Oh my God, let's do it.
Okay.
Okay, this is our little weekend update here. I have one quick announcement really quickly. My the kittens that I've been fostering, one of them, Flower, got adopted. Here's him in his new house. So yay!
Flower. Do you know if they're renaming Flower?
Yeah, it's like Fiorello or something like that. No.
Oh, that's nice.
I might keep the other one. I really like it. But anyway, yay. And I'm going to get their mom now, I think. Also, it's Father's Day. My dad came over and we had some bagels and lox. And he was like, completely, genuinely, earnestly, he's like, oh, did you learn this for all your Jewish friends in Florida? And I was like, no. Just lox and bagels of it all.
Look how cute he is.
Yeah, he was like with the dog. So yeah, me and my dad are like friends again. I don't know what happened there. Also, happy Father's Day out there to all the men out there, or all the men who happen to be in the room when your partners happen to be watching us. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to our buddy Daniel, Foster Daddies.
Amazing. Go check that out. Episode of Girl Dinner or TRP. One or the other.
TRP, but it's in the public feed, so you guys can check it out. Daniel's on there. Happy Father's Day to all of you. And also a special shout out to Debbie Gutierrez, the wonderful, gorgeous mommy comic. She's currently right now getting, what's it called?
Chemo. We love you. We love you. We love you.
We love you. So everyone's trying to give Debbie love and
sending you love.
Love and love.
Oh, thank you, Raccoon Party. Happy birthday to Jodie. I told my family about your podcasting dollies and they were so confused. Oh,
yes, what they're doing back there.
My American Girls back there. That is Courtney, 1986.
Sounds like a bitch.
Gosh, I forgot. I don't know. Paige has passed them on to me. She's betrothed them to me. I'm sorry. I was not big on American Girl dolls. You know the reason why I know Courtney? Because there is a song. Any of you who have daughters will know this song, and it will be in your head. It is like, there's a song that goes, and it goes, Courtney, 1986. They made like a music video to go with this 1986 doll. Oh. That's the only reason I know its name. But yes, they are podcasting. And yeah, when Paige got the DOC, the doll of color, She told me just last year that when she got it a few years ago, she thought she was curing racism. And I'm like, well,
Of course, she's
of
everyone
course,
knows
the
you
white
hate it.
savior complex.
Thank you,
Good
Paige.
job. Not quite sure.
Yes.
Oh, Barbie and the Rockers. Yes.
People in the chat are saying happy Father's Day to Adam. So ADAM and Dr. Adam, who's also a father.
Oh, thank you.
And Ace from Ace and Caitlin. And any of the other podcast daddies
all
out
the
there.
dads.
But
all the dads.
most importantly today, it is Jodie's birthday. A couple days ago, Flag Day.
It is. I got some beautiful flowers.
Gorgeous. I love these colors.
My man.
Are they there? They were there, right?
Oh,
Are they
yeah, I
there
do.
right
I have them. I have them
So
next to
pretty.
me. They're so pretty. They
Ooh,
just
so
smell so good. But nowadays it's like, okay, well, where do I put these? Like, where do I sit the most?
That's gorgeous.
Okay, but I have a little nifty gifty from you, right?
Woo! Yay!
Okay. All right.
So Jodie's going to open a present as we do every one of our birthdays. So sorry about it. You're going to have to sit here and watch.
It's so heavy. Okay, let's see.
Is it heavy? Okay, good. That means it's good
It
quality.
is. It is
Just
heavy.
one thing.
Oh, okay. Hold on. This is. I don't want to look. Wait, should I look or close while I open?
No, don't look. Yeah, like fish it out for it. It's from Redbubble. I gotta give a shout out to Redbubble. You guys, Redbubble's great. We have a Redbubble store.
They are really fast.
The quality is amazing. They ship in like 2 days.
No. Wait. Wait. Oh, is there like a stick? Oh, there's a sticker on the front.
Okay, thank God.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, yay! Oh, it's beautiful.
All right, hold on. Can you see it without a glare?
Yes.
Okay, so read it.
It's a little glass square for your tchotchke thing behind you, and it's Oregon Trail, and it says you have died of dysentery, which is our best girl dinner to date. I think we played Oregon Trail.
High score. We were like 3rd in the world, you guys.
We actually never got that message. Oh, like maybe I think Hunter might have died of dysentery, carrying the whole load for everyone.
Lord, I think we like left like drowned. I think there was
Derry and Jen were in the back laughing the whole time. I think they both had broken legs and we had to haul them across the river.
So what did Janelle die of? I think Janelle died of like a broken leg.
Yeah, there were a few broken legs. Hunter, I know, died of dysentery.
Oh my God, no, this is...
Yeah, you got to put that back there.
You see it here?
Yeah, you can see it.
Oh, no, wait.
Well, now you can't get the flowers there, but it's okay. Well, yeah, gorgeous.
Okay.
Love it.
Oh,
Love it.
Thank you. I'm laughing every time I see that. That was truly one of the most fun days of my life was playing.
Yeah, and we went into it not in great moods. We're like, let's see how this goes. And it was just riveting.
And guys, guess who is like, I mean, who's got the best shot in Canada? That gal. Yeah. Amanda's like a fucking bear hunter. She
I only use my powers for murder when I have to. Right. Okay.
Oh, thank you. That's amazing. Okay. What else do we have?
I think well, now let's get into like actual like hot topic. So you ready?
Oh, I'm ready. Okay.
All right. What time is it, Jodie?
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. That's just my Karen Reed song. We are on verdict watch, everyone. Okay, I actually considered
turn off your camera and call in now. Everyone was like, we should have they all missed when you were calling. No,
you want me to call you?
I don't know the logistics of how that would work. But next, when the verdict is announced, the verdict might come in right now.
I know. I considered like having it stream on YouTube so I could just keep an eye on it. But I knew
the chat will let us know.
Exactly. I was like, the chat's on it. Okay. Oh, wow. Yes. Verdict Watch 2025. Okay. So to fill you in, last week, we had first of all, we had Dr. Rentschler. Okay. So he was there.
In that name.
Oh, well, we actually like Dr. Rentschler. He ended up being like a real just gives no shits, gave it right back to Brennan, the prosecution. He was there to basically tear apart Dr. Welcher, Dr. Judson Welcher from Aperture. He's there to tear apart the report because it was crap. And like he zoomed in and he showed, remember the guy who like with the blue paint and he like cosplayed John O'Keefe getting hit by the thing.
Some of this. Also, really quickly, I am up to date on a few things, like the woman being like, I don't have evidence of that because he didn't die that way. So I'm like pretty like on it, it seems like. And then Amy here is asking, what do you think of a hot mic from Judge?
From the judge about the, what is that? I don't know that one. I do know the thing about the alternate juror in the Diddy trial, but we can talk about that in a moment. Okay. Let us know in the comments. I am going to be, okay, keep your eye out for that, Amanda. I'm going to go on. Okay. So Rentschler was there. He had the video of Dr. Welcher that Welcher presented, basically where he just like did like a pirouette off the back of the car. And he broke it down and he slowed it down to where you can see Dr. Welcher extend his elbow in order for it. Like you see it go like this and then back up, whatever. And then we have, of course, of his counterpart. My baby takes the morning train. This is Dr. Wolf, not to be confused with Wolf, the IT specialist. You guys know if you're watching it, you're like, Wolf or Wolf? Like, anyway, Dr. Wolf and Dr. Rentschler from ARCA, basically, they held their own. They didn't let Brennan tear them apart. And they were there basically like there is 0% chance that he was hit by a car. So then we had closing arguments. We had Alan Jackson, who did such a good job. He laid it out with the timeline, proof receipts timeline. He played it out from videos at the bar showing Higgins kind of like, you know, getting ready to fight him. He's like, okay, wrap it up. Let's go. And in the closing arguments, you're pretty much just like laying out what you think happened again. And you really don't like object and all that kind of stuff. So Jackson laid it out. He was invited. He was attacked by a dog, Colin Albert, and, you know, Brian Albert. He went through the whole thing. Went through what the text messages went.
The claw marks. Oh, I'm sorry. I saw a picture of the claw mark. And then somebody superimposed like an entire dog claw on how it would completely exactly fit.
Yeah. Yeah. And there was a whole thing with the x-rays, that the x-rays weren't in the report, but they were there. No broken arm, no bruises, nothing. It's just like puncture wounds from teeth or claws. And then we had other doctors, but
Amy really quickly did answer this. Yeah. It sounds like they know who they wanted to pick.
Oh, yes. Oh, okay, so there were 18
that, like, lottery thing, right?
Yeah, so there's 18 jurors. There will be 12, or there are 12. So they start with 18 just in case someone gets sick or they have to drop out or whatever. Yeah, it's my honorary law degree. No, not a lawyer. Married to one, but not like a courtroom, whatever. No, but this is a great case to learn, just like John Benet Ramsey. I mean,
that's going to be our next serial. That's going to be our next from memory thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So there's no broken bones, no bruises, just the puncture wounds. Jury is deliberating. They deliberated for 2 hours. And from those 18 that were picked, they have to go through and like pretty much pull out the 6 that are going to be alternate jurors that are not going to be casting their vote. So what happened was, I've been reading Reddit. The juror juror number 1 was picked to be the foreman. The judge picks the juror. That happens to be the, law nerds got it. That happened to be the one juror that never took any notes. So some people are like, oh, the judge picked that juror on purpose because that was the one juror that never took notes. And then I know there was a juror that might have been like juror number 6 or something, but they were picked as an alternate and they were the one that took the most notes. I think they had 5 notebooks that they filled up throughout the trial. So people were like, oh, and then people have zoomed in on like the bingo number thing that the law clerk pulled and like, oh,
what a crazy way to do that, by the way.
Okay. Oh, it's very performative. Like this trial, I learned that like a lot of court is like, Your Honor, hear ye. It's all men wanting to dress up and seem important. Weird. Yeah. Okay, so we are in deliberation watch. They deliberated 2 hours on Friday. They're deliberating now.
They don't do it over the weekend? I'd be like, can we just work through the weekend, please, and like get this fucking wrapped up?
No. Yeah, they're meeting now, so they're probably an hour, like
Costa
4 or
says 5
something
notes
today.
Very Jodie coded. And I was gonna say I would
5
be the one that
notebooks.
doesn't take notes because my brain is just soaking it in. Just as I'm listening, it's just
Well, they said there's 2 women in front who are probably like early 30s who are like super into it. And I feel like that would be you and I. Like we would probably get pulled from the jury to be like, you guys cannot.
Too excited.
You guys have to stop kicking each other and like looking at
like,
each other and elbowing.
Yeah. The whole we're talking to each other like an umpire talks to his batters. All these series of
we're like,
yeah,
you guys, we know what you're doing.
All right. Well,
yes, there was a doodler. Someone said, what if they were doodling? There was another one that a commentator in the courtroom has said they think that this juror is a doodler, a drawer. But I'm like, if I was sitting there for 8 hours every day, even if I was really keyed and tuned in, I think I would end up doodling anyway. But yeah, I'm super, super into it. Now, in other news, another crime story that you're going to bring to us that I'm edging over this. Amanda, take it away.
So somebody posted this on our Facebook. That Nathan Fielder has been, and again, I like, but I also don't like that people investigate him so much. And we already knew about that he was like a certified pilot by the end of last season of the rehearsal. But somehow people have found out that he has been continuously in the visitation logs. Nathan Fielder has been visiting Elizabeth Holmes in prison.
I mean, she had a really good idea if it worked, right?
I think I said to you, I was like, the neurodivergence between the two of them, it's just going to blow up the whole world. Like the two of them, just
can you imagine that conversation?
That spectrum.
Hello.
I don't know.
Prison.
I think he's trying to go for the final boss of awkward people to talk to. It's like, who can I have the most uncomfortable conversation with?
Or I wonder, what direction do you think he's going with this? It could be like prison reform.
It could, because it seems like he does always want a layer of actually helping things. Did you put together that the reason that he had those crazy puppets and shit in that 3rd episode is because in the 1st season, he learned at the end to not use child actors for things. So that's why they had those weird puppets. It's all connected.
That puppet thing was so fucking
But that's why it was addressing that, I'll never use child. So anyway, there's going to be a level, there's going to be something where he's actually doing a good cause. So maybe it is prison reform, I guess.
Yeah, and just to remind you, Jen Shah is also
in
the same prison as Elizabeth Holmes.
Let her make a cameo. She'd love to get in there.
Yeah.
Nathan would decimate. He would decimate Jen Shah because she's she can't hold her shit together. But him against Elizabeth Holmes in a battle of wits, that'll go. But I'm there for it.
That could be rough. Now yesterday, Amanda, was on Saturday, actually, my birthday that I share with who. Who else was there celebrating the big day in protest?
Who? Oh, we're skipping. Okay, gotcha. Okay. It was No King's Day on Saturday, and Barbra Evans from
I love this so much.
Went to some protests. I mean,
okay, let's see the gal.
Yes. She found a box. She unfurled a pizza box. Got
that's the best part.
Blue pen.
No king. Hands off.
Hands off, Janelle. She's out there though. I mean, that's surprising. I mean, she ends up on the weird sides of history where you're like, oh, all right. Hi, Babs.
Every woman knows the struggle of your crossbody bag just strangulating.
Gotta get a fan pack, Babs. But there she is. She's also apparently out there on David Eason's new girlfriends like Facebook or Twitter, and she's like trolling them. Like, oh, pretty pathetic with this twice divorced guy. She's 25. It's gross. These are some of her comments.
I don't know if I should be impressed though that like she knows how to get online.
Can you imagine
her mom's
having
still taking photos with her iPad video? Like
to
really
have a mom that would go and like troll my ex like openly online. I mean,
yeah.
To have a mom that would even like, you know,
give
a hug to my ex, or keep on their social media like my mom does. But so yay for Babs, good for her. Right.
All right. I think we should bring our guest in. What do you think?
Oh yeah. Well, okay. Yes. Okay. So our guest is here. We said it last week by accident, and then Kara's like, I can come, but I was actually scheduled for next week. And then everyone in the comments was like, "Where's Kara? Where's Kara? I thought Kara was gonna be here." Well, guys, biggest edge of the month, but she's here. So Kara, I apologize in advance, but we're gonna play you in with a little theme song really quick.
Brown Town. Everything's waiting for Pooh.
Yeah.
Without any further ado, Kara, welcome.
Hello.
God, you always are just freaking stunning every time you come on.
Oh my God.
I saw that hair flipping around down there. Yeah.
You're smoke show.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
She's a star. Oh my gosh.
So happy to be here.
Kara, I still, every time I think of you, I think of Civic Center Pool in Montgomery, Illinois. When we like found each other online, you're like, I swam in that pool as a kid. And I'm like, oh my God, I live in this small town. Middle of nowhere. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Small world.
The smallest world. Like that place could not be smaller.
No, it couldn't. And I'm out of there now. Now in another small town in Wisconsin, but hey.
Congratulations.
At least we all voted blue in this county. But there's that. So
can't say as much for Kendall County, I'm sure.
I think most people voted blue according to all the news that's coming out today about the recounts, but we're not a political podcast.
Wait, are you saying the government isn't telling the truth? Did
a man lie?
That can't be. No.
But we won't talk about that.
Well, Kara, we're not going to just talk politics here. We're going to talk about some Brown Town. But before we do that, first of all, everyone already knows you. Everyone's business but mine. Check her out everywhere. Can I just pick your brain about Poly Family?
Please, yeah.
Okay. When you said that Taya carries a dark energy, I have never agreed with you so emphatically that like I couldn't name it. Amanda and I were like, there's something about her, like, is it trashy or like what is in it? It's just a darkness.
It's dark, but I mean the whole thing's dark.
Whoa. Sean?
Like if Taya's dark, then the other one is like zero dark mid 30 or whatever.
Yeah, Alicia. I feel bad for her, man.
I feel for her. I have a feeling for her.
I mean, she's got to know what's going on. She's now even seen the season, though. That's my only thing. I'm like, okay, to a certain extent, something much like Mary Brown, something about this must be serving you that you're staying.
Right. There's got to be something. Because she seems to just like actively be putting the salt on the wound and just like wanting to be offended every single time. And the other thing to Taya is that her pussy yanks. I'm so sorry, this is YouTube, but
yeah.
Alicia's very like clearly jealous of that, but it's like there's nothing that Taya can do about that. That's not her fault.
Now, what do you think about the closed quad and Taya being poly? No.
She needs that soon. She needs that say.
She's just like very Gen Z. Once I found out that she had just turned 29, I'm like, oh, okay, a lot of this is making sense for me.
You know who else is Gen Z? Her mother.
Her mom who's like 3 years older than her.
Why do you look better than Taya?
Speaking of mothers on that show, I got recruited by that cult that I think Alicia's mom was from like 3 days ago at Madison Square
Really?
Park. Yeah.
What?
Whoa.
The man
Tell us
walked
about
up to
that.
me at the dog park and was like going on, and he handed me a card. And I was like, oh no, it's all red. It's like one of those. He was lovely though.
Kara.
I'm going to the meeting tomorrow.
I'm like, Kara,
hello.
have you found a redhead tormentor? Like Sean, I mean, talk about dark energy. Sean is dangerous.
Yeah. I have said, well, I didn't really say it on the podcast because I didn't want to get caught up, but he does look like Eric from Guess Who?
Oh my freaking yes. Guess who? He really does. Yeah.
Doppelganger.
Yeah.
What's Guess Who? The game?
The game.
Yeah, the game where you guess where people are on the little.
You guys like
tiles.
know the names of the people on that?
There was somebody who I was like a real Guess Who girl back in the day, and there was somebody I knew there was somebody that he looked like, and I had to Google it, but there was somebody in my mind.
Okay.
Wow. Nailed it. Nailed it. Yeah. Yeah. Does your person have multiple restraining orders?
Good
Okay.
Lord.
right.
Okay. Oh, sorry, Amanda. Go ahead.
Oh, I wanted to say, Kara, there's something you said a few weeks ago that I've been hanging on to that I wanted to just say, like, oh, you made like such a good point on your podcast. And it was that Mary, now, if you haven't looked at our cover, it's that because Mary has fully regressed back into Pick Me Mary this last episode. But for a little while here, everyone was Team Mary right around Garrison's death, right? And you made the point. The reason she's so palatable is because we've only seen Mary when she's in a moment of discomfort or sadness. She does that insane, annoying laugh. But here she was just being fully raw and letting herself just be normal. And it was like, oh, you're like a fully normal human.
Yeah. When we get her out of the sad sack comedy tour laughter, where she's just like laughing through the pain. Yeah. We get some raw, like this article said, it seemed like she's real deep in the Mel Robbins of it all.
Oh yeah. She went to a Mel Robbins retreat a couple of weeks ago. But what do you think?
So embarrassing for her.
Everything about her. And right now we're recapping on Patreon them about to move to Flagstaff, and she's just Cottonwood's good for me, but Coyote Pass it is. Yeah. But what do you think of her arc this season and the fact that we think she's done a full just 360 right back to the top?
Yeah, I'm getting annoyed by it for sure. Like, I don't understand what loyalty she has to Cody at this point, because we're like, thank God, got our head on straight about Robin. Like, she seems to get it about Robin, so I'm not sure why. I don't know. Like, are we still waiting for a cash out from Coyote Pass? Maybe that's what it is.
I don't know, because they're not even the cool kids. I understand if they're like the cool, popular kids that you want to be friends with, but it's not even going to benefit you socially to be on their side. Like, you know that everyone is on Team Janelle and Christine, right?
Yeah, and she seems very annoyed by them. And I don't understand why we can't come to like some sort of understanding between at least like Janelle and Christine. Like, if you're looking at me and saying I love you, then we can do something. We can figure it out. But she seems very resistant, even like with the money stuff. Like, why are you not trusting Janelle? She is the only one looking you in the eye and like responding to your emails.
Janelle was living in an RV.
Yeah.
Like, you think that Janelle is trying to take your money?
She's the only one telling you need to be really concerned. So why aren't you listening to her? It's wild to me.
Yeah, the most frugal.
Yeah.
It's really upsetting. But what are your thoughts kind of in general on the whole season, kind of this last episode, that last hot mic moment from Cody? What are your thoughts?
I thought it was a solid season. I enjoyed the good parts of Mary. I love when Janelle's snarky. I think, a longer fuse for Christine than what I think Reddit does. They don't tend to love her as much as I do, but I think she's funny.
It's a lot to take, but we're happy for her. I think we can all agree that we're happy for her.
Yeah, I accept Christine as the like dork that she is. Like, I'm not expecting her to be a normal. Why would I expect any of these people to be normal? That would be silly and a waste of my time.
It kind of makes her lovable that she can be annoying.
Yeah,
like that's what makes her human.
I think she knows. Like, she knows. I'm sure she's been told.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, but yeah, I'm with her. Yeah, I think I really like the season. I'm. Like, obviously the Garrison stuff is like super compelling, very like wondering how that was going to all play out. And I did think it was interesting that we didn't talk about it in the tell-all or if they're ever going to discuss it. But yeah, overall a great season. I'm interested in seeing more awkward interactions. I think Robin really solidified herself even more as a villain during these tell-alls, which I always love. So.
All right.
No, I have a theory. I was going to kind of like hold on to this till we got to it, but I really like it. The more I think about, the more convinced I am, especially with this whole Mary thing, and maybe why Cody, why they hung on to Mary so long. So in this part 4, when Cody's talking about his Mormon naughtiness, I think he outs himself.
I thought there was a little bit of that. He was really talking around something there.
Because he said sexual experience or something like that. And then when Suki, as we know, she brings it back up again. She's like, when you had talked about your sexual experience, and then he heard sexuality, not sexual. And then he's like, well, I'm going to stop you right there. That's just not appropriate. That's just I'm not going to talk about it. So, and pair that with him saying that Mary and Robin had a hunch or an intuition. Well, I think everyone who has seen Cody want to wrestle with Caleb or
interact with
a friend of his would also get a hunch. And we've seen him on a mission with his best friend where they were wearing same pants, no handsies, Mom. Let's take a picture. Remember that?
Well, also remember when we met those kids from high school, they were straight up like, everybody thought he was gay.
Flamboyantly gay. Flamboyantly gay.
So I think like maybe there was like a kiss, some hands.
There you go, Amy. Yeah.
Maybe a little something, right? And Robin and Mary asked, and he was like, oh, yes. He would never tell Janelle or Christine because they would use that against him. He knew he had to keep Mary close. He knew he had to keep Mary close because if Mary left, Mary probably would spill and be like, yeah, you know why he want to go on Ken's boat so bad?
Yeah, you think it's giving like be who you are for your pride.
Yeah, I think he heard Suki say like, oh, was it a gay experience? And he was like, no, I'm never gay. I'm not gay. He's like
the silliest man on the planet. And I genuinely think that he doesn't have a concept of the fact that he's on a reality show sometimes. Like, we're on a tell-all. What do you think those two words together mean? When you're asked a question, you have to answer it. That's part of the check. And when you have the screen in front of you, you're supposed to look at it, Robin.
Right. Well, that's my thing.
Why like kindergarten shit is that?
Yeah. Like, why is she allowed to roll in here like a +1? Right. She acts like she's Cody's guest. Like, no, this is your job too. Why don't they hold her to that?
I don't get it. It's like asking a dog, like, do you want to take a bath? And they're like, if I just look, and I'm not here. Yeah. I don't. It's like so annoying. I don't understand. Like, we all deserve a cut of her check because we watched it. Yeah, we participated. It's very annoying.
But I think that with Cody, if there were no production in the room, I think he would have strangled Sukanya with his bare fist, with a smile on his face the whole time. I think he was ready to like inflict some harm. I think he was so mad.
Sukanya, I'm putting money on her. Like if they're
he was like, okay. She's like, I don't give a fuck.
Oh yeah,
grabbing him by the hair.
Yeah.
I was going to say, she's grabbing. Cody, I feel like Cody would like square up and then like start backing up, like, hold me back.
One of those who's like, oh yeah, I was going to do something, but now I'm not.
Yeah, like I'm scared straight, you know? It's like, actually, I see like a gypsy rose sort of thing. Like, you know, like a lot of talk, but let's see you get back there. I don't think you were pod boss, Chips. No.
Well, you have to specify which gypsy move you're talking about, Jodie.
Okay, see, I would love to get into this thing too, because I'm just now starting to kind of dip my toe back in. I haven't been following too much, maybe here or there on TikTok, but my daughter's been following it. Is she, let me get this straight. Is she still openly talking to the big guy that she got out with? What's his name? Ryan?
That's revenue, baby. That's revenue.
Yeah, everything's content, baby. Everything's content. Is she still like being like, you're a bad friend to me, but she's married?
Yeah. As of like a month ago, she had posted a video for one of those, like, if you're not Ryan, please don't watch this. Okay. But then she posted it on her TikTok where she has like 9 million followers. So
right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I can almost guarantee that me in my 20s, if the internet existed, I would have posted stuff like that. You should have seen my MySpace was just there for me to just like stir up shit in my friend group.
Oh, thank God. I don't have any digital footprint. All the crash outs that I had.
My most embarrassing year. Guys, let's get into the social media of this week because it was a good one, shall we?
Let's do it.
Okay. Okay, well, first off, hang on. Let's start with this.
Oh, okay.
Okay, 2 jump scares after the other.
Yeah, like, I know, right? Whoa.
I know. Oh, no, I can't wait to talk about Tony McKelty. But first, Stacy posted on her Facebook, pretty sure Cody had a facelift, and she zoomed in. Now, I don't know anyone who even has plastic surgery, but this, she circled a little mark on his neck. I think that looks like more than just a wrinkle. What do you guys think?
I feel like you have to go further back behind the ear.
Well, there's that new one now that everyone's getting.
Is there?
Yeah, Ricky Lake was just on Watch What Happened talking about it, and it's like a different type. It's not as many scars.
Was it a throwback week? Ricky Lake, like what?
No, she's on there.
You just put together. Ricky Lake was on Watch What Happens. I didn't know people still watch that. I can't stand Andy Cohen, but whoa, Ricky. Okay.
Well, I think he would.
It's just it's a deep wrinkle. He's got some severe sun damage.
Yeah.
Okay. And he's pissed.
I think that's a street situation.
Oh God.
Okay. Well, okay. Get ready, guys. Here comes a jump scare. Tony and McKelty on their Patreon this week. Now it's like a fucking recurring segment of their kid Avalon running in and like, oopsies, Avalon's on camera now. And I guess this time
no one thinks your kids are cute. Like, I'm sorry, no one thinks anyone else's kids are cute.
I don't think any kids are cute.
No one.
Well,
I know my kids are negative, cute, endearing to anyone else on the planet. Like, you have to raise your kids like that. I love you. Most people don't even like you.
I think they got a lot of
but like that's reality. So
last
this is
week
not
we
healthy.
spilled some tea that David doesn't like Cody. So that was interesting. But I think people like encourage them too much. And you know, Tony and McKelty are like the biggest thirst buckets in the world. So they again had Avalon whoopsies run in. And I guess this time she said a series of what the fucks. What the fuck? What the fuck? This is McKelty covering up her mouth as Tony stares horrifyingly into the chat. And another thing we found out on this live, Kara, can't wait to hear your thoughts on this. It was revealed that Tony and McKelty lost weight by counting macros. And that's how they did it. And now look, I think that they're on Ozempic because I just don't think that they could have lost weight that quickly, that easily, when clearly they've been on like a weight loss.
The sheer volume of pico de gallo.
A lot of pico de gallo, but I do believe that Tony and McKelty have the perfect personalities for somebody that would count macros and like bring a food scale to a party. Yeah. Looking at protein for the sole fact of making everyone else feel inferior.
I am fully with you. Like Tony seems like he would he was like 3 days on a diet and then suddenly he's looking at your plate and being like, you should make smarter choices, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of what I think. I feel like he would go the slower route to be able to stand on that pedestal and be able to look down at everybody.
I think he would do all the research for it so that he can openly talk about it, but he's not actually like doing it.
See, and I think they will host a holiday in order to cook food according to their macros, so everyone else has to eat it and be like, "Oh wow, yeah, you can't even taste the difference." Yep. Mm-hmm.
They're telling everyone what's in each thing, and I'm like, somebody hands me a cookie and they tell me the ingredients that they're low fat. I'm like, I don't really give a fuck.
Right.
They're just
no pie.
Well, I don't like the kids
having
wearing
dates filled with peanut butter. Like, thanks.
Yeah. They so I think that just really tracked for me as I'm like, of course that's what they say. And then somebody in the comments just wrote, and Ozempic.
Right, which is fine.
Oh,
Totally and they do have that like kind of Ozempic face, so I would believe that.
God, they're so annoying. But thank you to everyone who gives me updates on their Patreon because we're not subscribing to that shit.
So the little one was just saying like F-bombs just for fun, or was
she came on, she sat on
like,
McKelty's lap, and then she said, "What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?" And then McKelty was like slamming her hand over her mouth, which I guess is like a Brown family thing because they all kind of do that to each other. Which
oh, good. I love when people put their hands on my face.
Right up in my boundary of
why is Tony? Like, is Tony trying to be on like America's Next Top Model? Why is he trying to do like a little cute smile? He's like,
I'll tell you what he's doing. He's looking at the chat, and because he's not paying attention to his daughter, he's more concerned about all the people that are talking to him, which is pretty good.
Well, Amanda, you forgot. Men only pay attention to their kids on Father's Day, remember?
Yes. They babysit.
Yeah.
Let's
we love men here.
Sorry, Kara, if you're a man apologist.
I mean, some of them are fine. Some of them are fine.
I've heard things.
Fine.
I'm just like, I'm raising one, and I'm telling you, like, he's probably not going to be that great. Like, I'm doing the best I can, but like,
I think Charlie has a chance. I do. Let's move over to Janelle. She's having a great time. Janelle, living her best life. Oh, and the Utah mountains still hold a place in my heart. It's a pretty good picture, actually. As far as Janelle's stories go, this is pretty solid.
I mean, at least she's got the mountain in the photo this time, because most of the time she's posting and has nothing to do. Where she's like, oh, these eggs were delicious. And you see like a quarter of her cup of French onion soup. Like,
I have been haunted by a post that she posted maybe 3 weeks ago. It was on here. She said that she had some sort of chocolate coffee mole thing that she had at an airport restaurant right before she hopped on a flight. I'm like, ma'am, the way my digestion's set up.
No, you're
Kara, a couple months ago she was staying at a B&B, and the host of the B&B made this green chili breakfast porridge
also,
and they told her that it was good. It's also good for lunch, so she put it in a to-go coffee cup and traveled with it in her cup holder in the car, and a few hours later when she was hungry for lunch she just ate it.
She loves chili, like those chilies,
lukewarm in her car that has crossed several state lines.
The episode of The Office, Cocktails, where Michael brings that potato salad. He's like, just the sun beating down on that mayo. Just, you never know.
No wonder Janelle hates cross-country road trips, because she doesn't know, like, you don't have to pack the meals like you used to back in the day. You can pick up a bag of Gardettos at the gas station, Janelle. All right, what else we got? Whoa.
The cucumbers are coming on in earnest now. Earnest money. Going to have to get creative. Okay.
See, this is typical, I don't want to say Brown, but Janelle fashion. Let's plant all the things, plan later. Just get it in the ground. Let's get a few 100 pounds of cucumbers, and then we'll get creative.
Well, she's not planting just cucumbers because there's also broccoli and check out those beets. As a Ukrainian myself, this is a abomination.
Those beets look like placenta.
Bloody dicks.
Like they came
It
out
looks
of
like
me.
Elfie's placenta.
Janelle's encapsulating beats. Great. Like I hope Madison and Caleb have proper plumbing in North Carolina, because my God, the roughage that's about to go through that house.
How creative is she about to get with those cucumbers, considering what she said in that tell-all, but like, I will have sex. Okay.
Oh, the earth.
Yeah.
Earth mama. Maybe that's what she meant. All right.
What does that
Or
mean?
true earth mama. Yep.
What does that mean?
No
As
judgment
I'm
on
in
my
I'm in my sexual reawakening now in my life after like a basically like sexless marriage for a very long time.
Mhm.
And I don't know if I'm intrigued or scared. Like, what am I missing out on that Janelle is saying? Earth mama, all of it.
All of it.
Wine, food, sex. What is
I
earthy
love
sex?
that. Get it. I think Janelle just wants a friends with benefits. And I would really love, if I was Janelle, I'd go up to Christine and David after this tell all and be like, never, ever talk about me and my dating life anymore. That's it. I don't want, when I want to, I'll do it. I'm over it. Stop. Yeah. Let's move on.
Kara, tell us about your theory about Janelle's perfect match, because Amanda talks about this all the time, and you are so spot on.
Long haul trucker, of course. Yeah, just he's gone 4 days out of the week. They take a long weekend. They can go take a little trip. They can go camp, and then she's back at Tata Farms, and he's back on the road.
Yeah.
It's exactly.
Maybe he takes like an ice road trucker thing. They do an adventure for a month.
Yeah, he takes.
And then she's like, "I'm going back to those babies."
Yeah,
it's cuke season. I got to harvest. I'll meet you in Arkansas in June.
Yeah, Cuke's ready for us. But I also just think that maybe she just wants a friend with benefits. I think that might be the best thing for her, is just like a good male friend she can call up whenever she gets horny. Because she said the hormones are all over the
bush. Do you think that's what she means by earthy?
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's like you asked.
It's definitely under the umbrella for sure.
Oh, I love that for her. Well, let's get into some merchandise, guys. America, Tata Farms is selling some America shirts. Thank God there's a blue one. It just says
Janelle's
America.
apparently never been to an Old Navy.
You're right. Never seen this design before in my life.
Established 1776. This looks like our drywall. This is our drywall shirt. But Janelle
I'm wearing mine, by the way. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm wearing a travel room.
And the way she chooses the font is just drop down first thing.
Yeah.
The bubble font on Instagram is always what I go with. It's the jauntiest. But she's also getting even sassier now, because, and obviously Madison. I love Madison's hatred, just the trolling that Madison is really doing. And Janelle's like, sure, I'll go along with it. There's a whole bunch more merchandise here, and here's some of them. Mean Girl, and okay, you got it, bud. Mean Girl and Teflon Queen. Wow. We already knew about Teflon Queen. Kara, do you know what the Mean Girl is referencing?
I thought it was about Mary's friends.
Okay, Jen, the bitch.
Yeah. Okay, or maybe he said that that Janelle and Christine were mean girls.
I feel like he might have said that. I mean, he said a lot of things. But also, then there's these random girls. But
I don't trust them.
Yeah, I don't like these two. But anyway, they're wearing visors that say "wasted sacrifices." Doesn't really make any sense, but you know what? Love that they're hustling. But the wasted and sacrifices, that was aimed at Christine. So I feel like Christine should get some of that kickback there,
right? At least 30%.
Yeah, come on.
I don't like Janelle's new friends. I feel like we can be Janelle's friends, but no one else can be.
Right. Those look like the types of friends that Amber Portwood has for like one season or like 2 episodes, and then we never see them again.
Amber was
Or
on
like
last night
Danielle
and, like,
Jabali on 90 Day Fiance when
Yeah,
she had
those are
those
like, yeah.
friends.
oh yes, that's what I was thinking originally. Amber was on Instagram last night talking to this guy, and it was just so unsettling. Like, Kara, have you ever seen any of her lives or TikTok?
Oh, fully. I'll be scrolling
really
and
unsettling.
she's like doing karaoke to something. Like, I'm shocked at how many songs she knows.
There was Mandarin music, like traditional Mandarin classical music playing, and she was like, yes.
Well, last night she was talking to a guy and she's like, "You're just so cute. That's so funny. It's so cute. Yeah, I'm your boo and you're my," like they were like flirting, but he was like inebriated. Like he wasn't even
No.
No, and Amber might have been too, now that I think of it.
I saw her doing a duet of Radiohead with a Japanese man once.
Yeah, a lot of like Japanese men. This guy was like maybe Hispanic, but usually it is a lot of men.
Is she taking a page from Brianna's sister Brittany from her book?
Oh, she likes that. Yeah.
Yeah, she's really into the K-pop stuff.
K-pop, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Okay, but great. Janelle Killen, she wrote something here. When you have friends who show up to a birthday trip last month, ready to bring the laughs. Tonight, I'm grateful for friends old and new. This is Christina Henson AZ and Angela Mudez. I don't trust them.
I don't either.
I think these were the ones that went to New Orleans with her.
They're probably in her gown line, I assume, right?
Definitely.
When Janelle had that like 3-minute TikTok of just jazz music.
Oh yeah, they were.
What people love seeing is just like some
she just kind of
jazz music aggressively.
This is New Orleans. Okay, but then she also saw this this graffiti on the side of the road. She I think Janelle was stoned. Love that for her when she wrote this. Also, both of these paragraphs don't have a period at the end, and it is like making me crazy. But okay. I noticed this graffiti on my drive yesterday, and the graffiti says, "I am not my struggles." Okay.
Thank you for reading it because it's about 50 yards away, and you can't even read what it says. So thank you.
I noticed this graffiti on my drive yesterday. It caught my eye because I think it's a good reminder. We are emotional beings, and we often become so trapped in our circumstances that we label ourselves as being the circumstances we are in. I love Mel Robbins when she says, "You aren't anxious, you have anxious thoughts." And that simple shift gives us back our agency, gives us a little bit of emotional breathing room, no period. Last night, I was thinking about this little piece of graffiti on a parking lot in a canyon. And the lyrics, "The words of the prophets are written on the subway walls" by Simon and Garfunkel. Maybe not the exact interpretation, but I thought it fit. What?
What strain is she on?
I don't know. But that was a stream of consciousness if I ever saw one.
Yeah, is this like a Delta
looking
10?
at that
What is
and being like, let me think about that piece later. Like the very first graffiti that some 14-year-old kid did.
She was thinking about it later. She posted about it. Love a Janelle post. And then we'll do a little palette cleanser, but because we always end Kara with reading Cody and Janelle's Instagram comments because they're still going strong.
Or Cody and Robin. Yeah.
Love it.
20,000 comments on Robin's most recent post from 2019. But a really quick palette cleanser. Gabriel went to the Puerto Rican Day Festival. He had a little Puerto Rican flag. Fucking king. Could this kid get any more likable?
And he's on a fitness journey. He's posting before and after pics.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah,
good for him. Love that. Does he have a Puerto Rican girlfriend? Or was there a reason for this? Just being an ally?
But isn't he? I don't know. It's tricky with the political leanings here. But when Gwen was going to move into the house, I believe Christine was pretty staunch about she does not share the same views as Gabe or Garrison.
Mm-hmm.
But growth.
Maybe he's come around. Some people, have seen the light and come around.
Maybe.
It seems like he's evolved.
I agree. So. Yeah, he's the most emotionally mature of, I think, all the kids, possibly.
Maybe the whole family.
Yeah, probably. Okay, well, let's hit these Instagram comments and then we'll let you go, Kara. Okay, first, this is on Cody's most recent post. I think this, by the way, the AI suggestion here is Cody and Mary Brown's marriage. Deg Mom says, in quotes, "When we got our first corporate check, Robin got nothing." Are you kidding? Her and her 3 kids live for free with no job. 29 likes on this. And again, can we remind you, Cody hasn't posted since him and Mary broke up. And this is how many people traffic this page every day. And then Theus Piss, who we've seen before, responded, exactly. She had a $30,000 credit card debt on Victoria's Secrets, no job, 3 kids. I just got to say, I will never get sick of hearing someone reference the Victoria's Secret debt. It's just always so great.
Yeah. How do you rack up that much? Like, how many panties? How many 5 for 30 panty drops can you go to?
Yeah, I don't get that.
I don't really know why they keep upping her credit, because I've had store credit cards before, and like when you're not paying them off, they don't give you more credit. Right. Like they usually offer it to you, or maybe she was making all the payments and they're like, yeah, keep it up. But I can't imagine a store credit card letting you have 30 grand.
Yeah,
on there.
Ridiculous.
But Robin made it work. Robin prayed. Okay, second lane. Okay, on Cody's post, somebody's talking to Mary. My God, Mary, this, and then a bunch of emojis, trash, clown, poop, throw up, devil, and I think is that a warlock, and his only wife have used you your entire life. And yes, this is also before this last episode aired. So this is just based on Tell All 3.
And again, Mary's acting like this after Garrison has passed, after she's seen how Cody has acted towards Christine and Truly.
The land, the Coyote Pass.
Yeah. And yet she still persists.
Yes. And Simon Juice Bubbles wrote on Cody's, how can a man look so feminine and act so masculine while also screwing over every kid he has and also be a complete deadbeat? Cody pulls that look off. Thank you, Simon Juice Bubbles.
And that came from a man, so it's going to sting extra hard.
Yeah. And lastly, Mama Pro on Robbins says, keep their names out of your mouth. Ooh. Which I always love because it kind of references the Will Smith, Chris Rock slap, which is another thing I always love being referenced.
That's right.
One of the most iconic moments in my lifetime. Okay, and with that, we're going to get into our recap here. Kara, thank you so much. You were a fantastic guest for the finale. It's all leading up.
Thank you for having me.
Please pimp yourself out. Tell us everything.
Yeah, I have a podcast called Everyone's Business But Mine. You can listen to that everywhere you listen to podcasts. Give me a follow on Instagram, also at Everyone's Business But Mine.
And TikTok, you're hilarious.
And TikTok, I need to start posting more. So if you follow me out, it'll encourage me.
Oh, you always come up on my algorithm, and I always give you a little heart.
All right, you guys for watching.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks so much. Everyone in the comments, tell Kara how much you love her. Yeah, all right, great. All right, bye, Kara.
Bye.
Next time, bye. Right.
Oh my God, amazing. I love her. She's so funny. We need to have her on for a longer period of time. I could talk to her forever.
Me too. I am going to, guys, by the way, I have a mini fridge here. Jodie convinced me. Oh, whoops. That's great. I broke it. But I do have a mini fridge. I'm going to make myself
You did have a mini fridge.
I do. I'm still figuring it out. But I'm going to let this dog downstairs. I'm going to take my bathroom break. So, Jodie, hold down the fort for, a minute.
Okay, we can do this. I'm going to go through these comments here until Amanda gets back, and then we'll start part 2. See what I did there. Let's see. Is there going to be a post-finale extravaganza next week like in past years? We were working on it. It was really hard. Great question, Mandy. It was really hard to get everyone. We still had a couple podcasts that couldn't make it on or that we didn't hear back from, unfortunately. So yeah, we're going to try to get more people on all summer. Yes, Jacob. Yes, Amanda was going to pay her assistant. She got this fridge and she's loving it. Boot lamp cracks you up. Earthy sex. Oh, unprotected sex. Okay, let's talk about this. Because that's when she said, like, maybe she just means like whenever she's in the mood for it. Like maybe Janelle thinks what is frequent and horny isn't really frequent and horny. What are we talking about? Well, I'm thinking Janelle, like when Janelle said like earthy sex. Someone said like, does that mean unprotected sex? And I'm thinking like maybe just Janelle meant like, when I'm in the mood, we just like do it and
No, I think Janelle would let someone go down on her for like 2 hours and not even like work, just like I'm not done yet. No. I haven't finished yet. She doesn't even fake it. She never faked it once.
I don't think Cody would do that.
Well, not Cody, but she would let someone.
So what did she let Cody do to her?
I don't know. I think she did some weird shit. I think she.
Oh, she's in touch with herself, maybe. Okay.
Maybe. I might have to put this. Yes.
I think she means raw, no condom. In the garden. Okay.
Oh, what happened? Okay, great. Well, okay. I'm gonna assume Jodie's coming back, but there she is. All right. I'll go ahead and start this though right now. Our recap.
I'm here.
Where'd you go? What happened there?
Oh, I got a little swirly, and then
I got one of those earlier when Kara was on. Okay, do you want to start the episode?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get into this. So excited. Hello and welcome back to part 2. We are going to jump into our recap of the latest episode of Sister Wives season 19, the final one-on-one part 4. If you're new to watching or listening, we will play the episode on audio. We'll give you timestamps. We wish we could play it on screen here on YouTube, but alas, we cannot. So thank you for joining us, and away we will go. Amanda's getting ready,
I'm here.
I will.
There's a dog. I don't know if he wants to be up or down, but all right. So we're at the finale.
I love these theories of what Janelle means, by the way. Erin says, Earthy, I'm thinking doing it in nature. She's a camping girl. Interesting. Oh, by the way, I just started watching the documentary, The Mortician on Max.
Oh, yeah, you talked about that. I thought, and you know what we wanted to really quickly say? We kind of jumped ahead, but we're going to do a girl dinner on this doc that Jodie found. It's called Rom-Con, and it looks good. It looks like Dirty John-esque. So our next girl dinner, we'll just talk about this. So DVR for all of you guys.
That's right. Yeah. And I guess you cannot see the house here in the background, so I will put up our reunion or our tell-all house here. And
I'm stuck on Aspen's wedding here. Okay.
Her royal wedding, Amanda. In the continuation of the most moving Sister Wives tell-all yet, the looming question from part 1 is finally answered. Was Mary's desire to buy the Utah bed and breakfast a way out of the family for good? That's interesting because this is what we're talking about in season 13 season 13 in our recaps. And what did I do? Oh my God. Is that what she's saying? I read it from the wrong season.
No.
So. And I'm like, wait a second.
No, but this
the season 13
screener, our screener at least,
it was wrong too.
It was like they explain, we get to meet David and they explain how they met or whatever.
Yep.
You need to lie down if you're going to be up here.
Gosh, your comments are so good right now. I'm like, we keep looking now. Do you watch the Rex Humorman doc on Peacock? That's the Gilgo Beach. I haven't watched it, but I heard they interview his family, which is wild. Okay, so sorry, let me read the correct one. You're right. Our screener came with the wrong one, which is really funny. It's like they're just copy pasting, right? Yeah. In this final episode of one-on-one interviews, David gives his thoughts on polygamy and the role men play within it. Cody discusses a college secret he kept from Christine and Janelle, as Christine wonders what else could have been kept from her. Well,
riveting.
I mean, I think he totally outs himself, which, again, nothing wrong with it at all. I think he just gets awfully defensive.
I feel like Cody wants to be gay for a straight man. First of all, I don't think a gay man would be able to would put up with Cody.
Oh,
I think Cody wants to be in a relationship with another bro.
We're not gay. We just fuck.
Yeah. I think that's what
we just love each other as we're best friends.
Yes.
We're best friends. We want to spend our lives with each other every day because we have so much fun and we fuck.
And we play video games all day. It kind of sounds like a perfect scenario. More men should fucking just come out and try it.
Yeah. And we hold hands because it feels good. I feel safe in his arms.
Safe. That's safety. That safety word came with Robin, according to Janelle. All right, here we go. 46-45. Titus You wanted to be up here. Okay, here we go. A 46-45. Let's go.
Previously on
Oh no, let's skip ahead here. Yeah.
Relationships with. And I really just don't like them.
People are saying Cody's on the DL.
It's a matter of the both.
God.
That's yours.
Sorry, this app makes it impossible to scroll. Okay, here we are. I'm at 45-18. Is that where you kind of are?
Mm-hmm.
Are you?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah,
great.
let's do it.
We're with Christine. And Suki's about to do this big cliffhanger reveal that Robin got the luggage rack.
Which I don't believe. I think Robin is lying.
No, I'm on
she
your side
never answers immediately. She's always, I don't know. It's a lie.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
I want to tell you something. Robin gets the luggage rack. She just takes the luggage rack. She says, I just take it. Wow. It's interesting, isn't it? I think she was somehow able to just get her needs met. Well, Cody didn't really even remember anything. Oh, that's bullshit. Sorry. Really? Oh, poor guy. Losing his memory? Sucks. And actually, Mary thought the whole thing was petty. She was like, she just didn't get it. She was like, why are we talking about this? Because it means everything.
Thank you,
one
Christine.
of those things that it's like, it's a metaphor for everything else in our relationship, everything else in our marriage. He's going to take the best, and you're just going to settle for whatever's left over.
I think this is all very trite. I think
that's Mary just being contrarian, as you would say, just to piss Christine off.
And I got to give Christine credit for not taking the bait on that one.
Yeah.
She could have said, Mary,
it did infuriate me.
Yeah. Cody's about to go on this whole trite thing. Cody's about to say, like, I think they're really enjoying themselves. And like, as I was watching this, I'm like, oh, they are.
Yeah.
They're
telling you this is fun. This is funny.
Oh, you know who's having the best time of her life? Janelle. She has never had a better time. She is laughing. Oh. She's laughing at all the clips. She loves them.
Love her laugh. I love her laugh, babe.
You take a couple of clips. Oh, I didn't play with a couple of Janelle clips that I didn't play.
No.
She lost a stand.
We'll play them more. We'll play them.
Oh, you want to play them like on this episode?
Whenever you want. Whatever you want, babe.
You know what? I'm gonna push them to next week because next week there's no recap, so we can just go Browntown all day long.
I guess that makes us the devil.
All right, 44-28.
Doing this, and what's crazy about it is Janelle and Christine are both divorced from me. And still, all they do is talk about me. Do you think
because they're on the show? It's their job to talk about you, dude.
Yeah, I think that's the consensus with everyone is like, do you know you're on a show? Like Kara said.
You're talking about her right now. You're talking about her talking about you. You're all here to talk about each other.
Well, that's the other thing. I wish Suki had said that. Like, and you and Robin don't only talk. That's not your only topic of conversation is your ex.
Remember when Robin was on the log going, we're so happy. We're so happy.
Yeah. And how like clearly unhappy both of you were and how like that just looked painful right after.
Right.
Important to him. And it was the appearance not just of himself, but of everybody in the whole big picture. And he wanted to keep portraying this big picture and everything. It was like you had to always look nice. It mattered to him so much. It almost became more important than anything else. I think he was so concerned about what other people thought of the outside that he just lost focus that it's really the inside that needs more care.
Is that like something that comes from polygamy and having to hide some of that? You know what I mean?
No. I've been around.
Polygamous with there is they won't allow you to express yourself because everything has to be controlled. He wants the women to have the dispute so that way he's the man in charge and stuff. Instead of being on an equal base with you and I, it's like they love that fighting going on with them.
This made me really like David a lot more because a man is calling this out. Like
I got a little what one day was like the road's up. My sister's rude.
My sister. You're going on about his sister.
They rude up. They just rude up.
Christine's pretty horny during this too. Christine's like, yeah, because it is kind of like that unspoken guy code of, oh, we don't tell these secrets, and David's like, no, yeah, we like to keep them.
Yeah, you know what it is? He's coming across as like a protector. Like it ruins him. I'm not gonna let a man ruin her, and that's like, ooh, yeah.
That the men love that kind of stuff. I know. I've talked to them. It's always a competition. It's crazy because I've dated a couple ex-polygamous women, and they're
I didn't realize that was so common.
absolutely ruin them. My oldest sister's ruined from it. So when I started dating,
I wonder if David's generation is probably the first generation of polygamous women where divorce started becoming a little more common.
Probably because if you think about like Mitch's mom, we're watching that season.
Yeah,
and
I bet
Mitch's
that's
mom
probably the
is
first whole
divorced.
generation of that. So like,
Mhm.
there are a few out there. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Fascinating.
yeah,
Well, good. I'm glad it's trending.
yeah, and maybe Christine's inspired them.
I actually do think that Christine probably and Janelle. I think just not Mary. Mary is she could.
No.
Oh man.
She thinks she could, and that's the sad part.
She
That's
is.
what we know you haven't worthied up because you're still talking to Cody and about him as if he is misunderstood.
Yeah, it's not a flex to be to take the higher road in this circumstance.
No.
But she really thinks
There
it
comes
is.
a
Like,
certain
I'm
point
going
where-
to be the one that just is above all this. No, don't
The
be above.
coolest
We want you
ex-wife.
down in the mud with us. Yes, he deserves it.
You're over it when you don't care if you are the favorite, least favorite, or ever even remembered.
Yeah, like
That's how
Janelle
you know you're over
laughing at the painful clips. Janelle's
Yes.
like, I remember that. Oh, memory.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I was a little leery of it because I'm like, okay, but I was like, holy cow, I found a diamond in the rough here.
I'm just curious if
That's from
you
Aladdin.
felt that way.
A diamond in the rough.
Let's Cody first.
Oh, were you saying Aladdin?
Really
I just
enjoyed
like
that.
heard what you said. Yeah.
That was that really scary part. Remember? It was like the windstorm or something.
When I saw Aladdin on Broadway, the guy that did that voice played Jafar.
Oh, yeah, I think that is supposed to be Jafar, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm saying the voice of Jafar played Jafar on Broadway, and I saw him.
No.
Yeah.
The actual Jafar.
And Aladdin was like jumping building to building, and he fell off, and the whole audience went, but he was fine.
Whoa. That was almost like Dr. Russell on the stand in the Karen retrial. When Brennan asked, do you have memory issues? And she went,
oh, yeah, yeah.
wow. Wow. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how I'm going to live when this trial's over. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do with my time in my life.
Well, we're going to do the John Benet Ramsey case, baby.
It's not going to be the same. Okay, let's go.
All right, sorry. Now we're just stimming.
Got John Benet on the brain.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I really quickly wanted to say Corey and Carly put out a random episode just on the owl theory on the staircase, and I've never.
Oh, I haven't listened to it yet, but
and
yes, I
they're
saw
like,
it on
this
there.
is the only thing that happened, and I was like, you guys don't even know how excited I was by this, because yes, of course,
It's not
it was
the
the
fucking
owl.
owl.
You don't think it was the owl? It was.
Of course not.
Here's the owl, just like Burke did it. But we'll get into that.
Burke did do it.
Oh, obviously, he's throwing poop on the wall. Okay, 42, 35.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he does sometimes. But I also have seen him many times put others first. I think we all do that. I put myself first sometimes. But I also put other people first sometimes too. And I bet Janelle and Christine do the same thing. You know what I mean?
Okay, thanks for saying
So I don't
nothing.
think that-
Like,
But saying that is like, I don't feel like, well, okay, let's just say this about Cody and therefore Cody's a bad guy. Everybody has different personalities and different things are important to different people. I know that
no, Mary, come on.
absolutely loves camping. She wants to be out there around a campfire. She doesn't care how she looks. She's like, oh, I rarely do my makeup, but doing makeup and hair is important to Robin.
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't know it, babe, because she looks like shit. I'll say it.
So when they show the clip of her putting on her makeup camping, she looks like bad. Unless she's wearing like the spaghetti strap over the.
Isn't she wearing her white headband too?
She might be.
Robin's cool white headband.
I have that. Where is it? Oh, it's like right there. All right. I'm not gonna put it on. What do you want? Do you want in or out?
No, I think Robin caring about her hair and makeup is like a joke. Like, where is she going to get her makeup? Where is she finding these hot tips on her hair and makeup? Because, as everyone says, she's aged awfully.
I'm watching the new season of Plathville. Is anyone else watching that out there? And Mariah in one version of the Talking Heads, everyone has to be talking about this. Let me know if everyone's talking about this on Reddit, but her lighting, she looks like she's like a zombie in it. Like her, there's a full like line right here where she has on like, I think the makeup she put on way too white, but they have like a green lighting on her. So her face looks purple. And then there's like a line and then it's like skin. Are people like talking? It's not the new season. Sorry. The most recent season. Sorry. But it's not
like an eating disorder or something. Like she says in a preview that she's been like struggling with something and she
went through a breakup.
Oh, okay. Well, that'll do it.
Yeah, that'll do it. Okay, 4143.
Appreciate beauty. And so, and Robin, as trite as everybody else might think that is, Robin doesn't talk about doing her makeup or about what's going on. They do.
Well, why would she talk about doing her makeup? I don't talk about doing my own makeup. That's not what they're saying.
They're talking about it because Robin is never there helping because she's doing her makeup.
Yes, that's what
so Robin wouldn't be talking about it because she's not there helping.
Yeah. Dr. Adam has a really good expression that he uses with sprinkling, right? Where it's like where Cody and Robin will just start sprinkling, like they're just like spraying just different. Here's a thought.
Throwing things out there.
Yeah, just sprinkling the whole like there's no actual rhyme or reason.
Mm-hmm.
Robin says this one weird run-on sentence somewhere, and if you listen to Everyone's Business But Mine, Kara took down word for word what it was and like reread it, and it like makes like just as little sense when an actual like smart person. 4132.
I'm sorry for Christine and David that they have to sit and make their lives
okay, Cody.
About me and Robin.
Okay, so if we could pause right there. Suki does this hilarious thing where Cody's like, what does he say?
I'm so sorry.
About the women.
Go ahead.
Cody's talking about the women, and he says, and so, and Robin, as trite as everybody else might think that is, Robin doesn't talk about doing her makeup or about what's going on. They do. And Suki goes like this.
I'm sorry for.
Just love you being like, gonna roll your eyes, blinking. Just, what, Cody?
I'm sorry for.
Suki also at one point when Cody starts yelling at her for being out of pocket, she like audibly says like, yeah. Very, I am impressed with her. I think she could have pushed them a little harder, but actually it seems like she did push him to like his literal breaking point. So for anyone who wants to bitch at Suki, like she did it. She took him as far as
she did more. I think she could do more too. I think she definitely like pissed all over him this time compared to he left very angry from this tell-all.
And Zuleyska mentioned, she wrote a whole thing, and I didn't notice this because there's no way I was sitting through this more than once, but it seems like they were pressing him on the sexuality stuff and then he went home, talked to Robin about it. She got him all riled up because then like there's a second part where he's like face and hair have changed slightly where he's way more enraged. So clearly it got brought up. He went home, debriefed with Robin. They came back pissed, and then he decided to like, because all night Robin just stirred him up. He was like all roided out. Maybe
I'm gonna stop right there.
Yeah. So he just showed up at like a 10, like ready to fight. I kind of love knowing that. 4111.
I just watched it. I'm not convinced.
Do you agree with Christine? Was it about looks that were important for Cody? Cody was always very focused on that you were cleaned up and put together. And I just think he's one of those guys. Like, it's not bad. It's just who some people are. They're very interested in like that, the recognition and the how you look. Like Christine said, like, the boys fishing, we were doing the camping. And I think when you're trying to wrangle a bunch of kids, especially camping, that one I remember that because I was like,
I can imagine.
Camping, and Janelle and I would be sitting there busting our butts, getting breakfast made, cleaning up the mess. And honestly, Robin would be doing her makeup forever. And
I'm trying to imagine if this was me and I was rewatching this story be recounted and how
embarrassed
I would be. Like, I would just feel so, I would feel so shitty about myself. And I truly don't think she does feel shitty about herself.
No.
I would be so mortified by that.
No, she thinks they're being bitches. Like, oh, just because you didn't do your makeup, like, oh, whatever. Like,
she was pregnant.
They're so mean to me.
I had a sick tummy.
They didn't have to do all the cooking. I mean,
she says that.
Sorry, Cody loves me the most.
I remember pitching in and doing one of the meals. Well, first of all, it was an overnight trip, so there was probably only 2 meals total. So which one did you help? Which one did you pitch in for?
Right.
dry our kids' hair. And then Cody would sit there and praise how they looked.
That is so annoying.
When we've been sweating and slaving over the freaking food and cleaning
Fuck
up
both of you.
God,
like, they are so patient.
Took the time and put her makeup on. I'm like, dude, man, I've been out here over the fire. I went fishing with the boys, and like, I'm sorry that I'm not put together. How about the whole camping thing? Oh, that's not true.
Liar.
So infuriating because we saw it.
She's so bad at lying. That's not true. She's laughing. That's such a tell. You didn't know what to do because you know it's true. So you're laughing. I don't. And she's about to covering her mouth the whole time as she's talking here. As you're playing, like, I'm just gonna like show it. And then it's such. I mean, that's what body language 101. I'm talking. That's just not true. I remember cooking one of the meals. She's so stupid. She's so stupid. Why don't they realize that all of us know they're stupid?
Would it not be would it not be just okay for her to say, yeah, God, I wish I hadn't done that. In retrospect, that was really shitty that I did that. That's all you have to say. That's it.
Yes. Yeah, like the cameras were still new and I was pregnant. I was feeling sick and I was like, you know.
Just you saying that dissolved my anger immensely. And it's like if someone cuts you off in traffic, but then they give you a courtesy wave and you immediately aren't mad anymore. But she won't even give us a courtesy wave.
Yeah, or she could have lied and been like, I feel so stupid. This is really embarrassing. I had no idea they were cooking and everything. I thought we were gonna grab something on the way home. I don't know, make something up. She's good at, she's not good at lying. She lies a lot. Yes. Right. So just like, why stop here?
She's trying new tactics. And as we've all discovered, she's like, her new tactic is, well, I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to give them what they want.
Oh, she's cool. I don't know. I don't
really care anymore.
I'm not tracking these things.
Me and Cody are just so happy in our life together. I
just don't track it. It's just not important to me. So I just don't think about it. You know?
Sure, girl. Sure. See, that's the tell-all I want to see is the cameras following them without them knowing back to their house after each of these tell-alls and just the conversation.
Roll it.
Woo-hoo.
Roll.
I imagine it would be like that when Anboo secretly filmed Amber like screaming at him in the car and calling him a fat piece of shit. I feel like that would be like the conversation, the energy of the drive back to the house.
Hatchet. Right.
That was right before the hatchet incident. 3954.
I remember pitching in too, taking my turns with cooking.
Taking my turn.
Do you?
And I don't
covering her mouth.
know what they're talking about. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's just the same old, just trying to poke. Just trying to poke at me. So whatever. Do you think Cody
liar?
And then Suki's not giving her anything. Suki's just going,
What? Do you know she was like, she was like a poke.
Yeah, Janelle does that too, but I think it's because Janelle doesn't like her own teeth.
Janelle does it down here, like she's like leaning on something.
Oh, the cutest things. Actually, let's play. Should I play one of the videos now? Because she'll put it on and she'll like do like a. I don't know if she
Looks
does it
that
here.
pinky.
But,
She looks that pinky.
which one should I play? There's two. I'll play the other one maybe at the end. We'll do this one.
So sad. I just lost my Stanley, the one I love. I'm flying again this morning. I forgot to drink the last few water ounces that were in there because I was already in a hurry because everything was late this morning. I'm late. I got about 10 minutes to board to my plane. And yeah, either could go all the way out of security and the line was horrendous and drink the water, or I had to surrender the Stanley. So I had to give up my Stanley. Oh well, hope they take it somewhere interesting. Maybe they just throw it away. It's just a cup, but I really did love that one.
Oh no, there was still those ounces of water in there.
She says, I hope they took it someplace interesting. Like, what? Like where? To like a farm?
Amanda, I got it. She thinks her Stanley is a flat Stanley.
Oh, that Stanley's going to travel the world.
Totally thinks her Stanley's a flat Stanley. Oh, like it goes on trips. She left her Stanley, her flat Stanley.
And also, how much does that track that Janelle showed up with only 10 minutes to board? I was late to the airport. She believes in that airport
you
rule.
can leave your water bottle there. Like you can leave your Stanley at home. You can buy a plastic water bottle just this once for the plane. You don't have to bring your Stanley, empty it, and then you bring an empty water bottle. I don't
understand the trajectory of events here, because wouldn't she have been standing there right next to the Stanley? And couldn't she have just drank it right there? But she said they would have had to take it out. Did it go through a separate thing? I don't know what happened.
There's still only a few ounces of water in there. I bet you Janelle measured out 3 fluid ounces at home, put it in her Stanley, and was like, okay, they'll let me bring 3 fluid ounces.
I don't think she would do that. Janelle flies by the seat of her pants.
Janelle. Janelle thinks of Stanley's. I just love
it. Okay, here we go. Sorry. We were talking about how Robin likes to cover her mouth when she's lying or talking. 39:28.
Of wanting everybody to look a certain way and present themselves to the world a certain way. Is that important to him? I don't think so.
God, you can't even say yes, it is. You have to lie about that too.
Cody will even tell you that. Cody has even said, like, his worst fear is poverty. He likes nice cars. He likes nice things. And then she's like, I don't think so. I don't think he really thinks so. We just in season 13 are watching the episode where Christine, mother of 6 children, says, oh, so I found a house. It's 3 bedrooms, but we're going to convert to a 4th. So Christine can have a master bedroom. She's buying a home in Flagstaff that doesn't even have a door on it. And then Janelle's like, well, I guess I'll, I don't know, find a rental. Comes with furniture because they don't want to get rid of it because it has
she gets it furnished. That's right.
Mary's like, yeah, I don't know. Robin's like, well, so I found a rental. It's 7 bedrooms, 5 3/4 bath, and I'm gonna sign on it tomorrow.
Janelle sitting next to her, like,
no, Janelle. This is Janelle sitting next to her. Like, you serious, bitch? 7 bedrooms, 5 3/4 bath.
Whatever the fuck that means. Jen here, his worst fear is looking poor, and that is very true because in that same episode, Mary's like wants to live in town. Cody goes, you realize if you live in town, you're going to be living in a 2-bedroom apartment above a store.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, that's literally perfect for Mary.
Yes, sign me up.
Cody doesn't want to look poor, and he doesn't want to probably parking in town is a nightmare. But like, how much better would that have been if Mary could be among the people, like talking to other people?
Not exhausting, one person nonstop.
Oh my God.
All right, let's do this.
All right, 39:18. Robin's still lying.
That he's just like, I don't know. I don't feel like it's not a big deal. It's just, I think we're just, everybody's
is this episode like longer? Because we're only on 39
know
minutes here.
What? I don't know. This is so weird because I feel like there's just like they're bringing up things that I'm like, huh? What? I don't even. I'm not even tracking it, I guess. Okay.
She wasn't prepared for this, so she doesn't know how to answer.
I feel a little bit. Yeah. Like I don't like what? I was not respected by Cody. We talked about that a lot.
In what ways? In what ways were you not? Which
no.
you are with David.
So I wasn't respected as a mom with Cody. I was not respected as a wife. I wasn't respected as a sister wife. He thought that I was.
I would go so far as to say you weren't respected as a human being.
Right. Yeah. No, he
A
just
person
didn't
that
respect you,
shares
period.
Yeah.
Should have said, what did he respect about you? She could cook, maybe? I don't know.
I don't know, because he said, what? She could make a nice dinner every so often?
She could make a hot meal.
What does he
God,
call
the
it?
kid.
Sorry. He said.
That's a big one.
Like I was sorry, it's the funniest word. And he didn't respect me as a sister. He didn't respect me as a mom. He didn't respect me as a person, as an individual, as a woman.
And do you feel like you respect yourself now?
Yes. But when I started to respect myself was when I kicked Cody out of my bed
Yep.
and out of my room.
Do you think in the end she had respect for you?
In the end, oh no, she was done. She told me that she had no respect for me. And I was
As
like,
she shouldn't.
make it about me all you want, but we're the same thing to each other. I get defensive and I really counterpunch a lot.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have started out being mean to any of them. But when they left, they got mean. I was counterpunching, I felt like. I mean, in the end, it's like, move on and be happy.
Oh, we hear a little kitty.
In a time, maybe it all comes back together as friendship.
Maybe in time you'll all sit on the couch together and talk to each
I
other.
doubt it. I
Why
really
not?
doubt
Okay,
it.
if we have pause here for just a second. So this is, oh, little kitty. Meow, meow.
Oh, God. Did you hear him? Can you hear him through the mic?
Yeah. Oh,
Jeez,
yeah.
what's your problem? He was hanging out with all the
no,
dogs.
everyone thinks he's really cute. I think what Cody is saying here, and Dr. Adam, I think I'd asked him about this. We were talking about it. And he talked about it in his one-on-one part 3 episode. I haven't listened to part 4, but what Cody's saying here is he's like, they got mean when they decided to leave, and I'd love to be friends, but no. And he's doing what I think a lot of people who maybe like split up, they have kids or they share custody of whatever, pets, kids, is that other person, like Christine, wasn't, and maybe she was mean and we didn't see it, but she doesn't owe him kindness or favors or anything like that anymore. She can just be business with him because they are not a couple, they're not married. He reads that as aggressive and mean because he assumes that like he deserves Christine's kindness. Like, no, you only got that because you were together. And she was doing that as your partner. She doesn't owe you anything like that.
Oh,
I've
no.
experienced that too. I'm sure you have too. Like,
Well,
we're not together anymore. I don't have to go out of my way to do anything for you. I can just be civil. I don't owe you anything else than that. And that's what he doesn't realize. That he didn't
put this
realize.
cat in my room really quick. Keep talking.
Yeah. No, I think Cody just didn't realize how much Christine, well, any of them do. But not only what they do, but also how much grace they were giving him all of the time.
That's what it was.
He'll never appreciate
They
that.
had him expecting to that, which shows that they were amazing to him. He acts like they were such bitches to him. No, they set you up so much to think that you were a god. That's why this is so surprising to you now that they're retaliating, because they were so nice to you.
That was one of the first things when I told my brother-in-law about my divorce. I said that. I'm like, what makes me the most mad at myself is like, I must have done a real number and made him so irrationally confident that he would treat me this way, or that he would do this or that expect that I would take this treatment. Like, boy, oh boy, what have I done? And that's obviously like what Christine was feeling.
He's going to find a string of women that will also take care of him like that.
Well, until they realize, oh, I don't want to take care of an almost 50-year-old man.
Grown man.
Yeah. And so they're not doing that for Cody. So Cody is like, they're being mean to me. No, they're just not excusing everything you do anymore because they don't have to.
They're reacting appropriately and still being
Correct.
a little too nice, in my opinion.
Correct.
I would be
So that's why men are like, yeah, my ex is a crazy bitch. You're like, no, she's just not letting you call her a crazy bitch anymore.
Yeah.
Like, so obvious.
All right. We're at 37-17.
I don't think David would be wise to ever advocate that Christine and I sit down and say, like, maybe Robin and David can arrange this. I don't think they will. I think there's a different level of animosity for some reason. I don't see the point of ever having a relationship. Like Robin keeps reminding me, you have kids together, you are going to be connected forever.
Yes.
Hey, Robin, you want to remind yourself of that, bitch?
Yeah, I know. That's another thing I wish
someone
Suki would
bring up that
say.
Robin was divorced. Anyone here on the soundstage? Camera
Anyone?
guy, please. Someone like spitball a note up there and I'd be like, hey, ask Robin about her divorce.
That might be her most oh fuck, what's the word when you say something and then you do the exact opposite?
Hypocritical?
That I think is the most hypocritical thing about Robin is that divorce, and nobody has ever called her out on it except for
you need to get along with them.
Yeah. You know who called him out though? It was that woman that called in. Their father is dying of cancer. Do they know that?
I don't think they do.
And Cody said, I'm going to decline to answer. You guys will edit that out, right?
Oh, but you know what? Cody and Jessup, why don't they go do a little man trip?
Yeah.
Like Cody and David.
Well, it is his first cousin after all.
Yeah, even better.
And Christine, I think.
Catch up.
36-44.
God help us.
God help.
Coming up.
The Declaration of Independence.
What a very long courtship. I'm not sure I would have married him, honestly.
Yes.
Me and Janelle are wearing like the same earrings right now. See?
Ooh, I was looking for a bluish top, but I didn't have any bluish tops. But I want the Janelle.
It's not in your color palette.
I'm not sure if this is either. We'll see.
36-19.
All right, Cody, we're going to start with how you and Robin first meet, right? And we're going to go way back.
Way back.
Way back in time, my friend.
So this must be because this sounds like this is now the second day. His hair does look different. It's like a little more bushy at the back and a little wetter. And she
or
did
maybe in the afternoon or something. Yeah.
Right.
I think they did film it in one day.
Well, there's been a break of some kind where he was able to talk to Robin because his hair does look different. And she just said, it did sound like they just sat and settled. And she said, okay, so now we're going to start with this. So I think maybe this is where he comes in hot. Check out those teefies.
Oof. Go to a dentist, bro.
We've heard that Mary was the one that introduced
Get some pressed white strips.
We get a little bit more information, here that, you and Robin first met and there was a lightning bolt kind of situation. Was it love at first sight? Was it fate? Let's take a peek and then let's talk about it. All right.
This was almost unwatchable for me because, again, I don't like watching people lie to me. And it's just like the whole thing here is that they think
in love.
and that they think that they have this special love that nobody has ever. And it's like, you're about to have an affair and you're experiencing limerence. That's all this is. Literally, and they're acting like nobody's ever experienced an attraction at the same time to a new person.
Yeah, well, and this is still novelty for them. Like, it's almost like they're falling in love all over again because now this is a novelty because they always have to change and adjust and move and buy and lease and sell and divorce and remarry and and of course there's probably going to be a recommitment ceremony next season. They are going to
get dragged through the streets for that.
It's going to be so good.
Please let them. Please. Aurora and Brianna will sing and play guitar. I mean, I am here for a Cody Robin recommitment.
Do you think it'll be in Hawaii?
Oh,
He'll be like, oh no, because it doesn't want that poi.
No,
right?
I don't want poi, and I don't eat pork, even though I'm not Jewish or Muslim.
Maybe Aurora and Brianna, they could do like a beachside ceremony as they're like, hoo, 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 hoo.
Oh, those two are ukulele girls if I ever saw. As a ukulele girl myself, those two got me beat in terms
And Dayton comes in dressed like the Moana
Vader?
dude, like the Rock.
Oh, Darth Vader, I
No.
said. Well, he dressed up like that for Halloween though, where they did that sad ass quarantine
Cleopatra.
trick or treat. Yeah, the Cleopatra, of course. Yes, that one. King
Robin
Tut.
answers the door. She's like, Cleopatra. Okay.
All right. Are we done with that? 35:52.
Well, you don't want to go too long without me because I want some guy thinking you're a single mom. Because the first time I
Nobody wants Robin.
No, you were the only one.
Literally.
I made that.
no.
Robin in a cold shoulder top.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That was probably inappropriate. She is most likely married. First time I saw Robin, the first time I ever laid eyes on her, we locked eyes. And I couldn't break away.
It grosses me out how giddy he is.
Oh, I know.
You want to hear it. You like hearing this, don't you?
Well, we said this on our girl dinner that's coming out tomorrow with Dr. Adam. I asked him, do you think that he even really knows what love is, or if his whole thing with Robin has always just been about status and the fact that he considers her to be pretty and he likes, and I believe that's what it is that he's like,
yeah,
look at me with this gorgeous woman on my arm. That's why he brought up the Diesel jeans model for no reason. Like, I think that's where all of this infatuation is. I don't think their personalities.
or it's like he's doubling down on how attracted he is to her because
I heard everyone else. I mean, I think, well,
because he's still thinking about Ken. Or I'm just saying, when we get to that part, listen to it as if he has like outed himself. It only makes sense that way to me
when we get to that part. Yeah. This is a longer episode, right? Is this like a really
a little bit? It might be a little bit. Yeah.
Because the timing seems off. Okay.
No, that God has been my wingman with you and that nobody can take you away.
You looked at me and a bolt of lightning shot through my body.
Oh, this bolt of lightning fucking thing.
I want some guy doing that, looking at you going,
But like, this is the thing, like we've all, they're acting as if no one else has experienced this. Yeah, all of us have had this moment with someone where you get like that, oh, I like you. We like each other.
Yeah, you like look into each other's eyes. You're like, oh,
and you're like, oh. Yeah, they're acting like this is just them, sent by God. So it's okay that you're about to have an affair with this woman. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's so gross. Oh, God, I hate them.
holding your gaze.
I just have to say I'm married.
No one's going
You're
to
not gonna
hit
have
her.
to.
Have you seen her?
Yeah. Sweetie, you're fine.
Anyway,
He's so performative. He's like choking up.
Memory.
Yeah, you're getting very emotional.
Yeah, it's just.
Oh, the moment you knew you were going to leave your family for her?
Yeah.
This discussion that Rob and I've had, and I was like, God, you can't lose when God is your wingman. It's absolutely precious to me.
Okay.
The memory of it all. It was a time. It was a. Even
It's so
for Rob,
fake. Like
that's a better time.
And this is the first time we've ever heard this story of you and Robin in church. So tell us about that.
So I'm talking to a friend. I'm in the first 3 rows. I see her sitting there, and I figure, okay, she's got to be about 28 or 30.
Also, this is different than what they tell in the book because Robin said that she was walking around and Cody was sitting there and they made eye contact. So,
and she saw him sitting there with his wives and kids.
it was just him and Mary, I think.
Oh,
And she was walking. Because I remember when we were reading this, I remember imagining it as if I was at my church job singing and like what the logistics of the room would have been. And I believe that Cody said Robin's story is that she was walking and Cody was, or maybe.
Well, what a godly man. He's at church and he's looking at this single 28 to 30-year-old mom.
Yeah. She's out
that's cool.
Hunting. Yeah.
While your wife is pregnant with that baby.
And also, we know the real story is that she knew who he was. Like, they went to church to find him. This wasn't like, oh, who's that guy? It's like, oh, there's Cody Brown.
Oh, and she's married to his cousin, who I believe Christine is also related to.
Julianne says, I snapped a photo on the TV from their 11-day honeymoon, and Robin's luggage is on the floor. Cody's luggage is on the bed, and he is getting something out of it.
Told you.
Yeah, I think they just never used a luggage rack at all. It just never was a thing.
Oh, I think he just always used it, and she never thought about it. And then as soon as she knew that the other two, she had to like one up them. That's Robin. That was the real Robin we saw there.
And I can honestly say I've never used a luggage. I've never sought out a luggage rack in my life.
I don't even know.
3404.
And she's by herself, and I made eye contact with her. And I couldn't look away.
Wow. So this is the first time you guys met?
No, we didn't meet. We just looked. And I just held her gaze. Just held it. And I held it and held it. And I just couldn't look away. And
wouldn't you be like,
and I'm like, oh, I kind of woke up from a trance and I went, ooh, that's pretty inappropriate. She's probably married.
But was this before Mary introduced you to?
Yeah.
Oh. Do you ever have any regrets about introducing Robin to Cody? I didn't introduce Robin to Cody. You didn't? No, there's this whole big thing out there on the Twitter sphere, right?
Hey, Mary.
on the World Wide Web, whatever that thing is.
Dude, it's in the book. Do you guys not know what the book is? Maybe you guys should do a rereading of the book, because all of your stories are now once again getting all of it. Like, Christine's about to say, oh, I've never heard that story before. What are you talking about? Like, I will always remember that story.
Different stories. And then Mary being like, I don't know. And people are like on this like message board thingy. You have a TikTok and an Instagram, Mary. Like
Salty Birches. Also now
sorry, I was gonna say really quick. Speaking of Salty Birches, I was in the grocery store, and speaking of fonts, look what I found.
Oh,
that looks like the Salty Birches.
I was like, okay.
26 syrup. Look at the price of that, $24.99. Can you believe it?
It's like that in Canada.
Well, it looks like Salty Birches to me. I know where they got their logo.
I do believe that this is another example, like the divorce, where Cody and Robin have manipulated Mary into thinking that she did introduce them.
Yeah, so Mary, you brought her in. You wanted this.
Remember that? You said you should go dance with her. Remember? Mary's like, I guess. Yeah, I guess I do. All right, let's see what Mary's version of this untrue story is.
It's going to be funny.
Introduce them. I did not introduce them. Cody and I were together when we met her for the first time. Take me back to that. Okay, so we're driving down the road, and our neighbors, Reba.
This is Reba.
We're all outside talking, so we stopped to say hi to our friends. He was talking to her cousin's husband, and she and I kind of started talking, and we just kind of felt this connection. I don't know. Like, so she felt like, it felt like we could like be friends. Like, it was this cool thing. It was a cool vibe between the two of you.
Mary, could you be any more pathetic? That Mary talks to a woman for 2 seconds. She's like, we could be friends. This could be my friend. I could be friends. She's
real cool. I don't know what you're talking about. Mary's real cool.
Robin is pretty cool. I know the first time I saw Robin, I thought, cool.
Cool girl. Cool jeans.
I wonder if they like knew each other. Like, I wonder if Cody and Robin planned this. Because what a random thing that you're just driving down a road and like, you're like, let's pull over and talk. I'd be like, no.
You're staring at someone. If you like looked over and some dude was just like, wouldn't let you.
At church.
Lock eyes.
I didn't break the gaze. Here we go.
Yes. Mary made a connection with Robin, and Robin and I were kind of avoiding contact.
Oh, Mary and I made a connection. He's always dragging Mary in there.
We're a group of about.
Did you look at her like that again?
No, I didn't. I was, hey, so, well, where's your husband? It's like kind of like I was fishing.
What a fucking like manosphere question. Where's your husband? Who let you out by yourself?
Yeah, are you here alone?
Shouldn't there be a man accompanying you?
Yeah, where's your husband? Oh, you mean your cousin? Cousin David? He's actually
your cousin. You grew up with him. You took vacations together. Alicia says, Dr. Adam says the truth is short, lies are elaborate. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know though, because when I tell stories, when I tell true stories, I tend to go into so much detail. People are like, why are you telling us this piece of information? So,
but just the order of things has changed so many times. The parties involved have changed. Just say you saw her at church.
Yeah.
You knew she was going through a divorce. You wanted to snatch that, tight jaw up, and you know, bada bing, bada boom. We got Saul in our areola.
Eye contact with her, like, you know, I mean, Mary's right
So
there.
dramatic.
And
Why
beside
does he think this is like people find this story adorable? He's
No.
giddy, like a kid.
And so as we drive away, Mary's like, hey, Cody, you should look into her.
I believe that Mary was like negging him, like, oh, she's pretty cute. Look like maybe you should ask her out. I think that Mary probably did. Say
Mary's like
something
flirting. That's Mary's way of flirting with him.
but bitchily, like also like because she's too scared to be like, I don't like that you were clearly looking at that girl, so she's being a bitch about it. And Cody took that as Mary wants me to fuck her.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I buy that.
She's in the
Pieces of
family because
story
Mary pretty much told me that she was going to kill me if I didn't marry Robin. So
Mary, not Mary from our chat, a much cooler Mary says the cousin lives an hour. An hour away? It's not driving down the road. Come on, another good point. And Robin didn't even go to that church. Robin even says in the book that they like specifically went to the church to meet the Browns, and everyone in town knew that they were shopping a show to TLC. So Suki asked them that.
It's cute.
Then how did it go from that to the courtship?
Mary and Christine and I all went to dance together, and Christine had gone home early. And it was near.
How shitty is that, by the way? I definitely can you imagine being Christine? And I would think about that every day for the rest of my life. What if I hadn't gone home early that day?
Yeah, I went
What if
home
I had
early.
just
And my life just changed dramatically. Cool.
That sucks. What is this skin color palette you put here?
I don't know. Flesh.
Yeah, it is. It's flesh.
Flesh.
It's my flesh and like in this. This is like me with a full tan. That's about as dark as I'll get. Almost white. 3159.
I'll find a more pleasant hue.
Yeah.
You should go ask Robin to dance. She's here. We had seen her.
I like
and so I went and asked her to dance. And we just stepped on the dance floor.
This is so made up.
And gosh.
Remember when he didn't cry over his own son's death? But the memory of this lie is bringing him to tears.
Brings a tear to his eye.
I'd love to hear someone like a psychologist.
Seeing Robin, his shy, pretty girl.
And it's a lie. He's not even getting nostalgic over a real event that happened. Yeah.
Totally made up. That they're both going along with.
Can you hear the kitten meowing 2 rooms away? Okay. No. Well, I fucking 3140.
It's like serendipitously beautiful. It's like all of a sudden, there's nobody but us on the dance floor.
Again, you are both horny for
This
each
is
other.
insane.
Yeah, you're about to cheat on your wives. That's what this is. This is not you alone on the dance floor. God is sending.
You're having a panic attack. You're having a mental break.
Yeah. Yes.
We're alone on that. No, you are not. Hillary Duff, was that her name? And like a Cinderella story or whatever it was. Yeah. No.
This isn't a unique experience. Is more what I'm annoyed with.
We're alone on the dance floor.
He's like, I can't wait to cheat on my wives with you soon.
He thinks like talking like he's a Fabio novel is an aphrodisiac.
And again, he thinks the audience is out here going like Aurora and Brianna.
Oh,
please.
Just
made this kind of love find me.
What song was playing? Actually, I wonder what song was playing.
Oh, I don't even want to venture that. God, I have cuts on there. Okay,
it had to be like some Christian rock.
Yeah, because they were at a church dance.
Sunbeam, a sunbeam.
Jesus wants me for a sunbeam. They were actually at a house party, so there's probably a little more. They probably could go a little.
Oh, so it's like Fish. Dave Matthews.
Yeah, the hard Creed. Probably Creed. 3132.
To her, like we've known each other our whole lives. The kind of safety combined with just the depth of connection. She's very vulnerable. And she just, and I was. at the time, and there was a depth of connection that I do not believe I had.
But it's pretty easy to have a depth of connection and feeling safe for someone when if I had the idea, I want to marry this guy and get on TV, it would be pretty easy for me to make him feel like I'm safe, because I would just, lie and manipulate and be like, that's so great. Wow. Tell me more about yourself. Like,
well, and Cody is very gullible.
Yes. And he loves it when you feed his ego. So it's not that hard.
Yeah. And Robin's mom, Handsome Alice, trained her for this.
Yes.
She was trained to. Oh,
yeah, it does all go back
I'll Be. Thank you, Megan. I'll Be by Edwin McCain.
I'll be your flying solo. Do we have a picture of Handsome Alice that we kept up here? We do.
Of course we do. Do we have a picture of Handsome Alice?
I detect a thin headband in that head.
Of course there's a thin headband. I can see exactly where it's placed. And I'm pretty sure it's one of those zigzaggy ones.
Oh, she dressed up a little extra for the graduation.
So she could show off her waves.
Yeah. Yeah. The kitten, people can hear the kitten. The kitten is so ornery.
Oh,
ornery.
Okay. All right, let's
3113.
Never had.
Did you have an experience like that with Cody? Where he locked eyes with you?
This is sad to me.
Like a bolt of lightning. Yeah. Straight up. That's what I think is so funny. Yeah, straight up in church. I am not kidding. In church, that's exactly what happened to me. Yes. Can you tell me? I saw him. Yeah, I saw Cody from across the hall, and my sister had been telling me about this guy who was really cool. And then we were at church, and she's like, "That's him right there." And I looked at him, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh," and that I didn't even see him that far. I just knew there was a real connection there, like a bolt of lightning. I am not kidding. Definitely.
I hate her fake laugh.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think it's just that she was in that. She's like, what, 17, and she's horny, hormonal. And then Cody was very cherubic looking as a kid. Like, he is a good looking.
He let her on. He let her on. He knew exactly how to play Christine
and Mary, because he says, like, I used to wink at Mary, because I think he does that a lot. He's a flirt. He loves the attention, so he would like do that with all the like ugly girls.
Well, and what Mary liked doing with him is real cool.
But it's so Mary. Honestly, I do hope that Mary finds someone who will dress up with her. Christine found David. He wears like the Disney husband t-shirts and shit. So
that time too, and instantly there was a great connection there, and I'm like, this guy's super cool. Maybe there's something more here kind of a thing.
I love how he sprays everyone with a hose.
Yeah. Like that gut feeling that you're vibrational pull towards somebody.
No.
So Mary, no. Janelle, no. And Christine.
Shit. Yeah. Whatever.
He's covering his mouth.
Not that I recall. It was more of like a pragmatic thought process.
Well, you and Mary were like, First loves, right? Sweet loves.
We kind of got, it was a romantic experience with Mary.
I think what they're talking around here with Mary is that we were both horny. Like
we were kids. We were young, first love, honeymoon phase,
And I think it really does just boil down more to being horny. Like great.
Yeah, we were young kids. We were horny.
Great.
And then we were like, ooh, we don't really get along and live together well.
She's kind of a bitch. She really brings an energy into the room, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She's a wallflower, she calls herself. 2950. God, it just Mary as a wallflower. I can see her being a wallflower, but it's still like a wallflower of just like dark.
I don't think she's a wallflower though. I don't think she blends in with
doesn't blend in, but she does sit off to the side like she did for all the family events.
I think she sits there and pouts, and people are like, fine, sit there and pout. Like, I'm not gonna feed into this stuff. Like, have your temper tantrum, fine.
We were both single, and so it was a kind of romantic. It was meet cute, sweet, that kind of
thing. Sweet, cute.
We would buy the same shirt and wear it on a date the same day, together, feel like we're twins or something. It was just
cute and fun.
It was meet cute.
I was very quiet and I was very shy.
Also, that's not what meet cute. He doesn't know what meet cute because she's like, oh, this sweater. That's not what a meet cute is.
No, it's not.
Wearing the same shirt is not a meet cute. Oh God.
I really think he just wanted to relive his best friend days on his mission.
Well, that sounds like something he and his friend did. Cody is the kind of couple that does perform at a grocery store. Everyone else and would wear the same shirt to be like, we're a couple. Look at us.
Oh, that's so stupid.
Hey, Mary's about to say I'm very quiet and very shy, but a bitch.
I remember, like, I would love to sit in a room and listen to him talk with other people. And also,
I can't think of anything worse, honestly.
I remember the first time.
I'm just like watching your man just talk, and you're just like.
I used to love to watch him talk
to
in
other
a room,
people.
And they would just listen. And then sometimes he would wink at me. This is so fucking sad. I would just sit there and I would just.
And every so often he'd throw her
talk.
a bone by winking at her. I'll be done.
Meanwhile, everyone else in the room is like, "How is he gonna stop talking?"
Yeah.
This guy is the
worst. They're overstaying their welcome. They're not getting the hints of. Well, anyway,
looks like Savannah's gonna get me to
what time is it? Yeah.
So
they don't have a Savannah that they can use.
Mary, God, listen to yourself, girl.
It's just so cute. I think he probably winks at everybody, but
yes,
like it was 18-year-old me was like, oh my gosh, he's so cute. He's never gonna like me. And then he did, and it was just really sweet, you know?
That was sad.
He made me feel like I was special.
Oh no.
Like I mattered.
When's the last time he made you feel that way?
I don't have a time.
There wasn't one.
It's been decades. Okay,
She's
Mary,
really-
that's exactly what we're trying to tell you. So snap out of it, bitch.
Stop standing up for him.
It's been a while. I can't remember. I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember a moment.
Robin and Cody had a very long courtship compared to the rest of us. It is not really appropriate for a married man to have a long courtship. So they actually courted, I think, for almost like a year. Which, hey, if I'd had a year with Cody, I'm not sure I would have married him, honestly. So I might have.
That was a real drive-by there.
That was amazing.
Like just kind of a passing comment too, and it says so much.
Well, and that says about like the courting culture too with that. Like it's rushing into it way too quickly.
Yeah, that's how they get you. And then you're stuck married to them and you're like, oh my God, I really hate you. Oh,
although it's either like, oh God. Well, I was going to say Mary's brother, but at least like you wouldn't have to live with Mary. Yeah. I mean, imagine how bad Mary's brother must have been if she's choosing Mary, living with Mary over living with the brother.
Him for a little bit more who he was, you know what I mean? Gotten sort of off the charm ride.
Yeah.
The big charm, the big energy comes in with the charisma. But hey, you know what? Regardless, I don't need to go back and trash everything that was or happened. I were to say, oh, I'm really sorry I did all that. Would I be in this great place? No. I'm here for it. Everybody knew that Cody and I had that first moment together, but they never talked
Christine.
about with everybody this moment. No. So it almost feels like there's a lot more to their love story.
Thumper.
No, I think that it was a love story from the very, very, very beginning. It just was. And they had to just hide it.
Well, they didn't hide it. They absolutely shoved it in your face every chance.
Every chance.
You do not need to give them that grace, Christine. I know that you like, I think she kind of uses that as her own flex to be like, well, now I have that with David. So I understand. My heart goes out to them. But again, you don't need to do that. You should be mad at them. They did not have to hide it. And they did not hide it.
Mm-hmm.
Even the kitten is trying to call bullshit. Yeah, I don't like. God, his brother just got adopted yesterday, so he's probably like, "Where the fuck
go cuddle him?"
I was trying to. He wasn't letting me. They don't like being held.
Okay,
he's fine. 2732.
It's another level of lying. It's another level of betrayal. It's another level of, sorrow for them. All of it. It's like, gosh.
Polygamy doesn't work if you're going to actually fall in love.
And you fell in love.
I fell in love.
Hard.
Oh, it's almost like what everyone was saying all these hundreds of years.
There were intentions of shifting away from it. There wasn't a thought process. And Rob and I are accused all the time that all we ever wanted was each other. It's just BS. internet BS. It's
See,
just,
I felt
You
like
just told us that you fell in love, that you stared at her and you were like, I'm not
so-
letting her go. So
but I
how are they
love
wrong?
anytime they acknowledge that like they live in the comments. Oh, I love that. I feel like in some way we contributed to that.
Yeah.
Could be us. He could be talking to us. Hi, yeah, it is fun. Thanks,
Mm.
Cody, for this great community that we've managed to form because of all of our hatred for you. 2658. He's about to say it's just crappy commentary.
crappy commentary on our family.
Well, maybe the viewer saw something early on that the Brown family wasn't able to recognize
We were
within
just in
themselves.
denial of. I mean, really, honestly, I'm sitting there with my journal going, God, what's going on? I'm already in love. I already have 3 wives.
Coming up, would that have
His
changed?
journal. A little bitch.
He did always carry a book around.
And I'm married to him.
Doesn't this sound?
I mean, actually, I don't think a man having a journal is like, whatever. I'm just saying it's Cody.
Yeah. Okay, I'm at
It's Cody eating crackers.
2607. We're with Janelle now.
Conversation that I want to talk about is just Christine is gone, Mary has left, you're gone, Robin and Cody are now in this monogamous relationship. I want you to watch this clip and then we'll talk about, is monogamy enough for Robin and Cody to sustain their relationship?
Will you accept me as a monogamous?
Yes, I'll always stick with him and I love him. This is not what I wanted for my life.
I'm done. I'm not going to fix it with Mary.
So
I'm not going
fake.
to try to fix it with Janelle anymore. She's done with me. I need you.
Amanda here says he's read all those Amanda and Jodie shout outs in the comments. There are a good amount of them.
Not sorry about it.
Yeah, I'm not sorry either. 2528.
Let that go and not hold it against me. You want to know the craziest thing? I had a sexual experience in college that
This comes out of
was
nowhere.
against my religious
What's your
values and my own
experience?
personal values. I told Mary about it after we were married. Janelle and Christine never knew about it. Robin learned of it the first month we knew each other. I felt safe.
Look at
She
Janelle.
felt safe with me.
Janelle is laughing. Just has never looked more excited. Just
I felt safe. I felt safe. And just the way he said it, I had a sexual experience in college that goes against my religious beliefs and my personal beliefs. Something sexual. It could have been a hand holding. It could have been a kiss. It could have been a gaze.
I think that was probably some like over the clothes rubbing, some dry humping, if you will.
Yeah, it's something. All right, let's hear.
I feel like my room is just going to be pulverized when I go in there because I just heard something knock over, and I don't even have anything in there that can knock over. 2502.
She's just an open book to me. Janelle and Christine and Mary, I'm not safe with them, and they're not safe with me.
Were you surprised about his
Janelle.
sexual
Here we
experience?
go.
Because
I'm like, well, okay, well, so what? We all have our history and our past. I don't know why it's such a big deal that he had to like tell her. I'm like, okay, well.
But the fact that he said that he didn't feel safe, he used that word safety, that he didn't feel safe with you and Christine. And
I think he's just making stuff up now. I really do.
Okay, wait, pause here for a second. These comments are great. Everyone's saying that like Janelle took a gummy and like the gummy kicked in right here.
This is like the anti.
Yeah, everyone's like, yeah. He was with the dude. He was with the dude. Okay, so I that laugh. Everyone in the, or not everyone, but a bunch of you in the comments were saying the same thing. I texted you immediately, and I'm like, I'm making it a clip. I could watch her laugh. I'm gonna play it a couple times because it's just we've never heard Janelle laugh
Joy
like this. It is a guttural,
unguarded.
Yes. Okay.
Experience story. Experience story.
Just love her.
And that's so nice to hear her having a laugh like that, especially after everything she's fucking been through, to hear her just be able to laugh. And it's at Cody and his sexual experience. She's laughing at him about that.
Yes. Oh, yes. Everyone's saying the same. Yep. That is a cackle, a laugh, a guffaw. It is pure joy.
Yeah, from the gut, from the vagina.
Yes. Yes, thank you. Her laugh needs to be a meme. I agree. Like, it just on a loop, just that cackle. I wanted to like have it go into I don't know, like a song or something. I need to like see what song that goes into. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, and I know you suggested something to me, and then I hadn't heard of the song.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or was it
yeah,
Umbrella?
I loved that for her. Just hearing her laugh like that is, like she's done some really legit healing. That is a healed laugh. Not all the way, but she really is taking joy in laughing at him. I love it.
When we all were together, that would have been something he wouldn't have been proud of. He wouldn't have been bragging about. He wouldn't have been talking about. Because that was not, it was really sort of a transgression, really, against our moral code, right? It's so weird. I think he really just needs to somehow justify all the reasons that Robin's so perfect for him. Why is that sort of like, I had sex before we got married. Or I had sex in college. If he would have told me if I had felt safe enough, the safe word came with Robin.
Hilarious.
Like, okay, cool. Interesting. So what? So it's weird to me that he chose to talk about this in such a public forum too. I'm like, what are you hoping to gain here?
Yes, that's what I feel about most of the stuff he says is what is the utility?
Yeah, what is the point? Why are you telling everyone that you didn't tell your wives about your sexual experience in college?
Even in the clip, he just says it out of nowhere. It was clearly not producer prompted. He said it as like an afterthought.
Yeah, he wanted people to know that. Why?
I have no idea.
And then gets mad about it when they follow up a question. You brought it up, dude.
What was that? You seem to want to talk about the sexual experience. You're going too far now, Suki.
He wants to know he is so attractive that someone during his college days, when he didn't actually go to college, I don't think, but college age.
Another thing I want to ask about this college, because Robin also says that she took math in college, which if you went to college, you weren't taking math, bitch.
No. Oh, I know. She did math when she was college age. Like she was at the store, she rounded up and added tax
to get a good deal
at the store when she was like 20.
This, Jodie, the Roseanne intro.
That's a good one.
You got to get on that before someone else steals it.
No, don't let anyone else steal it, you guys.
You guys.
And I don't have youth back in my house this week, so I need to wait until youth can come back and do it for me.
Okay, just guys, that was us. Well, it was actually AB, so we're giving AB credit.
Okay.
But that'll be the rest of your day, huh? You're gonna be sweating by the end. Right?
6 hours.
Yeah, 23:48.
All of this, like it's further justification that Robin is his soulmate. Versus sexual.
I love when she goes with the soulmate, the safe, that she mocks him.
Yeah. And when she calls him dude, that's our favorite. Okay, dude.
Never knew now. Why? It's I thought we were friends. It's like it gets rid of any kind of good
good point.
We had or could have had or maybe had. He's just deciding to just get rid of all of those and say that we were safe. But I mean, if you can't share things with us like that.
Well, you did just sue him a couple days ago, so that might be contributing to this too.
But, I don't know what I did to make it so I wasn't safe.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Everything that it needed me to be. Why were you feeling has to hide that from me? Because we weren't that close? I guess we weren't that close because he told Robin a month into their relationship.
Yes, Christine, you're working it out slowly in your head right now, but like he said it to hurt you. That's like what this is.
Yeah.
I felt safe. Yeah. So like she's figuring, but it does suck because Christine is hurt by this. Like, God, haven't you done enough for this poor woman?
Yeah. Although, like, I do think Christine is over him.
You can be mad and be over someone.
It bothers her that he isn't feeling embarrassment or shame yet.
Yeah.
And that can be very frustrating. Like you want someone to be embarrassed or you want someone to be like called out and feel that shame, but he never will because he's a narcissist.
Yeah. I always wonder if Radu is ashamed of what he did because that's a crazy thing that he did. But like, I feel like
they won't. They won't. I mean, hey, did they ever learn, Amanda?
I'm like still doing all the same stuff as far as I know. Or he's dead, hopefully. 2302.
Makes me wonder how close they actually were before they got married.
Mm-hmm.
The thing was, Cody said he felt so safe in your relationship
Yeah.
that he was able to share things
Yeah.
with you, like his first sexual relationship that he hadn't with Janelle and Christine.
Yeah, that was a shock to me.
Yeah.
Whatever, liar.
I had my own experiences, you know, and that's a big deal for our religion. I think I was talking about that with him or something, and he made a reference. He made some sort of comment that I went, you know what I'm talking about. And so I asked him straight out, is this something that was, you know, part of your past? And he was like, yeah.
Okay, I'm so sorry that I'm coughing. It does sound here like she's talking around something, because it would seem like the natural conversation would be her saying, I'm ashamed that I had premarital sex. And then Cody went back with, I also had premarital sex.
Oh, wait, hold on. She didn't have premarital sex. Someone stole it from her
3 times over the course of 9 years. But it seems like if that had been what happened, they would have just said that. But it seems like she's like, he said, I alluded to something. And he said that was something that was, and I knew what he was talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh my.
I think it's that she's like, you know, I had like crushes and like, you know, like feelings for boys, and you know what I'm talking about. Maybe with like having a crush on boys or something. I don't know. Like, I do think he would tell Robin, and he would have told Mary, because Mary was like his first.
Because Robin's
love.
safe.
Yes.
Because you'd have to have someone that is safe to talk about, you know.
And he would never tell Christine or Janelle that.
No. Oh, because Janelle would mock him, and Christine would be like, would take it personally. Christine would be a little.
And like Janelle has fucked. Like Janelle came into that marriage as a divorcee. She's been fucking.
Yeah, she's of the earth. Hello.
Yeah.
2218.
And so we talked about it, and since then he's told me everything about his whole entire past. And then I found out later that, you know, that not everybody knew, and I was like, why?
Help me understand.
Oh, bullshit.
And
here goes.
We're both safe spaces, but the 2 others weren't.
Just Mary and I, in our beginnings, we were much safer with each other. And then Robin's just from the very beginning. Robin laid me down in a rose garden of trust.
Yes.
Immediately.
What compelled you to share that information with Robin? Because you didn't have to.
Her intuition.
That
something was up.
Yeah, her intuition was just.
Yeah, because there wouldn't be an intuition.
And Mary knew too. And he just said, and Mary knew too. Yeah, Mary and Robin both.
Yeah, they're not talking about premarital sex, because that's not something you'd have an intuition about.
No, like I just get the feeling, like looking at you, that you've like
you had sex once in college.
Like, yeah, exactly. Did you have sex one time before? Not to completion.
Yeah.
Like. No.
Because then even when he talked about it in the season, he said, I had a sexual experience with someone. He never gendered it.
No, he doesn't say.
Very ambiguous.
She, her, what?
They.
And again, I hope this is not coming across as like gay bashing or anything, but this is like, it is very, like Cody has a weird relationship with men, and he has this weird relationship with masculinity and what that means to be masculine, and this is just weird.
Yeah, a 21.
He's like, oh, you know what I'm talking about, don't you?
And I knew I had an intuition.
And that would be, I don't believe Robin though, because even if it were a heterosexual experience, I think that if someone told me this, I'd be like, oh, does Christine know? Does Janelle know? Like, especially if he's really divulging something.
I figured out what it is. And this is now what the heel I'm going to do.
Okay.
They were messing around.
Okay.
And Cody started, because I've experienced this with many men.
Putting his finger in her butt.
No, but like the guy kind of aims like toward, like they clearly want you to like touch their butthole or like get down there. So like, that's probably what it is. And Robin was probably like, oh, do you want me to explore the area? That might be where the conversation opened up. And then there was trust and safety. And he's like, well, I know that I do like that because of this experience I had. That seems to be like a trajectory that could have naturally happened.
Yeah.
I'm not even being funny. that's what I think is.
No, that is true. Like,
logical
yeah, if
way
they're
to-
going at it, and he's like,
He's like leaning into it a bit, like turning.
he's like he like sits on her hand, like
Just kind of aim.
yeah, he's like, oh, oops, like my
Yeah.
butt fell in your hand, you
Yeah,
know.
you still want a guy who wants
And
you to-
then like she's like, oh, have you done this before? And he's like, oh, I feel so safe with you.
Yeah, like I really
Do you
think it was
Robin. Do you think Robin actually has to like romance him? Has to like get rose petals, lay him down for him? Like he has to be romanced.
probably. And
for
then I
this.
imagine that is just such a nightmare to me as someone who like very openly like loses my sex drive after a few months of being with someone. It's like just the idea that like I have to do this with Cody to keep him happy, like on a regular basis. And I guarantee you he pouts if he doesn't get it on a regular enough basis. It's a guilt trip. It's a guilt trip to just know that like I have to commit to this with Cody, and he does have to feel special every time.
Or he just like no, I got it. He goes at it, and then he just like gets up and he's like, all right, well, good morning. Like, you know, like, oh, he's doing her a real favor, you know, like,
oh yeah, gonna have a good night's sleep now.
Yeah, well, all right, good night. And you're like,
I hate men. All right, where are we?
Thanks. Oh yeah.
Thanks. That was so good. Hang on.
I wish that for Robin. I hope that happens.
Well, it has to. My God. Been together however many years. Okay.
Intuition too.
Hold on one second. Something's happening here with the dog. Nothing bad. Just someone's telling me that they're coming. Just hold on a second. I read them.
Oh, wait, hold on. She was talking about sucking balls, and he knew exactly what that.
Yeah, okay, there we go. Yep.
Just says, oh, some ballies. Okay. Some ball play, maybe?
Yeah, balls too. Like I just think that something was happening where like it became known that he likes something being done that wouldn't normally be done in like a straight-laced sexual relationship. He knows more about the male body and like pleasures. The male
that does make sense.
Yeah. Kaya. Hang on. Kaya will be here 2:10, but I might be done by then, right? Yeah.
People are saying good theory. They agree.
Had a lot of weird sex.
See, Cody can't help but brag, or maybe Robin was crying about not being a virgin.
Yeah, but I don't think they're talking around that too much because we already know that she wasn't a virgin. She's already had a whole speech about it. So like I don't think
she said she had experiences or something. She had her experiences too. Was that before or after Preston?
Oh, well, but they're still talking around it too much. They're being too ambiguous for my
So Mary asked you point blank.
Yeah, Mary and Robin both.
Sorry, my timestamp is 21:29.
All right.
Yeah, wow. It's been a long time since I've realized that I was actually vulnerable with Mary. Just kind of grew out of it, I guess.
Is it because they asked and you answered? And if Janelle and Christine asked?
Yeah, Janelle and Christine could have asked, but it was one of those things that we just didn't have the depth of intimacy, even in our good spot, but it never came up.
What does that mean for Mary?
It means that Mary and I had a good start. It means that I have been a fool and angry. Was my
Amanda, I totally think you're right.
No, I keep thinking about
it. Never came up. It never came up. They never reached around because it never like.
And like maybe he wanted Mary to try it, but Mary couldn't stop giggling about it.
Or Mary just did it. Like Mary read a book, or he was comfortable enough with Mary because it was the first time he was with anyone that he.
No,
was
I
just
bet Mary rejected him, and that's why he never told Janelle or Christine about it. And Robin was the first person that started kind of playing around in the area.
But then they got to keep Mary in the marriage because she could go out and be like, "Hey, Cody likes his butt touched by boys," and then he would be devastated.
Daphne, not Mrs. Kaczynski, my mom, says so many people I know refer to vulnerable and mean oral.
Yeah.
Vulnerable.
Robin's super vulnerable. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's really making sense.
It is.
Be fair now and say, yes, I did love her. We were in love and we were lovers. And
lovers.
You love guys from a million paper cuts. I guess I wasn't, gosh, I don't know what kind of state of mind I was other than just super angry. but I loved all three of them. I loved them all. And I God, you know, when a woman's trashing you on television, you just go, oh, I never loved her. I mean,
oh, you do? Because that's not, you don't have to. This is universal.
Okay. Cody has talked so much shit about all of these wives.
Before he even saw that they were talking trash on television. They were doing it at the same time. And he was doing it years earlier.
For
Season 1.
seasons. He was talking, Christine and her crazy PMS. Right? The sight of this chubby girl with chili cheese nachos everywhere to say it was disgusting would be an understatement.
So good. I'm so into these comments right now. You guys are all very
I know. That's why I was like reading and watching both. Okay, Cody.
Honestly, this theory makes a lot of sense. Mary wasn't into it, whatever it was. He was scared to tell the others. Then Robin traded him like his best cousin. Yeah.
Yep. Like she went around like Robin's been fucking since high school.
Well, and that's kind of been a joke with all the podcasts.
She knows what to do.
She probably pegged him. That's kind of always been a joke, but that actually might be genuinely what the issue is. Like she's giving him what he doesn't get from the other wives.
Yeah. Right. You're my best customer. What do you want? You want me to lick your butt? I'll lick your butt. You want me to
whatever. As long as I don't have to have a job.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
It's more of like a knee-jerk reaction, like, oh, you know, I was deep in the throes of reactionary vitriol for the past 3 years.
It's kind of strange because he felt that closeness to you, and he actually sat here on the couch and goes, I forgot that intimacy that I shared with Mary back then. You had his back.
I wish Suki hadn't said this, Mary, because Mary is just like, memory. She's just really in it. She's in it. God, like this is almost cruel.
In a different capacity.
Yeah. That's interesting. I don't know how they're going to respond to that. It's nice that he remembers that.
Oh my God.
He trusted me and he knew that I had his back. I don't know.
It's nice that he remembers me.
With Cody?
Yeah, I felt very safe with Cody for a lot of years.
Yeah. Did you have any other sexual experiences before Mary, other than this one that we're talking about?
I was a high school athlete, and
non sequitur.
Let's not go into details.
There were other options?
There were other options that got close. So I just...
You didn't take those options?
No. I was a little bit wild, but I wasn't, I was being Mormon naughty.
What does Mormon naughty mean?
It's probably why you got into wrestling, because it gives you an excuse to, like, grab a grundle.
Yeah, exactly. 5-on-2. Like, and this, like, I was a high school athlete. He lives in like an 80s 16 Candles movie.
He's the definition of peaked in high school.
He thinks he peaked in high school, but he was still the third guy in high school. It's like
he was flamboyantly gay.
Everyone thought he was gay from high school. Like he was a high school athlete. So is he still talking about like wrestling with dudes that they were all like naked in the locker room? Or is he trying to be like, oh, girls all wanted to fuck the wrestlers, which wasn't a thing in my school. Maybe the football players, but like not the blonde wrestler.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would kiss and hug, but no actual intercourse.
So that's like first base, second base, third base.
Yeah.
And no home run.
Yeah, no home run.
Okay.
He's like, well, you know, two guys, you can't really home run because
it's not, it doesn't
only
count.
Heterosexual sex is sex.
Yeah.
So it's like
I was a wrestler.
So you never got the
He thinks that was a flex.
You
like,
know you're
I was
a wrestler.
I was a wrestler. Like,
remember when they went to Hunter's wrestling show? I almost said, and he wore like his high school wrestling T-shirt.
Yeah, he still has those wrestling T-shirts.
Yeah, he loves them.
Or Gary Shirley's Bellman Lineman Camp.
God, how do you remember that? Jesus Christ!
How do you forget that?
You don't have respect for my wife. I'm going to quit discussing this with you. You guys can act like it's the world's business.
We're just having some fun.
No, we just crossed the line.
I love this moment here because it was as if he forgot that Tim Gibbons isn't out there anymore. So he like looked out
for his
and
friend.
there was no one on his side. Everyone's like, don't look at me. I'm getting paid minimum wage for this scale.
Yeah.
That was just a moment of him going, oh yeah, realizing in that moment, I don't have an ally in here. That's really a
Cody
problem.
was basically like the Patty Simcox of high school from Grease, like the male Patty Simcox. You know, where everyone's like,
yeah, like, oh god, the Eugene.
He was probably like for senior superlatives, he was probably like most school spirit. But like it's
most likely to be gay. It seems like what all his high school friends were saying.
It's likely to be gay.
1809.
It's done.
If he's going to hide the college experience, we've all seen their engagement photos, and I just automatically think, huh.
Okay, there's
I've never seen
vagina
that one
on.
before. Yeah.
Yes, her vagina is right on that neck.
That's like
my
the
neck,
least sexual.
my
That's
back,
also not
my
really,
pussy, and my crack.
I don't think that's the one that she's referring to. I feel like she's more referring to that sexy car one where it's very evident that Robin is at least like 3 inches taller than him, even though they're trying to make it look like they're not.
Yeah, but I mean, like her vagine is on the back of his neck there.
Yeah, but that's not hot.
Well, I'll tell you what, she couldn't get on his shoulders now.
Oh, yeah, definitely not.
And I don't feel bad saying that because she said all the other women had stretch marks and they were fat.
I didn't even think it didn't even faze me.
Okay, good.
1755. Jay Schwa says he's Andy Bernard and he needs Oscar to tell him if he's gay or not. Oscar, I gay.
Oscar, tell me am I gay?
He's like, you might be gay. You might be gay. 1754.
What are you getting at? Do you think they had sex prior?
Sexual experience, whatever that means.
This is also not a bombshell because he slept over at her house 2 entire weekends a month. So like, why is this? This is not what we need to hear.
Super comfortable in her house. He walking into a bedroom. That's a lot of speculation. I'm a little bit of betrayed right now.
Do you think Robin would have gone there?
Yes. Oh.
I don't know. That's just automatically what I'm thinking.
Does that change anything for you?
Just yet another lie.
Exactly. It's just another lie. Yeah, it doesn't change anything, but it's just another lie to add to the lie. That is.
Yeah, you guys like lied about going shopping for wedding dresses. Where was Christine when you were shopping for wedding dresses? Probably at like an ultrasound or something.
Yeah. Like it's just another lie. And she has every right to be mad about every single lie she finds out about.
Yeah, you seemed very physically close. Her vagina is on your neck.
Yeah. He would walk into her bedroom, which is forbidden.
Right.
They lied about everything. So, you know how close they were, the fact that he was always over there. Come on. All they did was lie. Just makes me, you know what? Just not to be trusted.
Would that have changed her coming into the family now that you've seen all of these pieces sort of unravel?
Right. If I had known that he had told her things that he never told me, I would have just been more hurt. I don't know if it would have changed. Who knows that? But that's heartbreaking to hear now. I'm not even married to him anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, what a slap in the face. Really?
Yeah.
Come on. So you're just bringing that up just to...
Yes.
She's better than you.
Yes, Christine, like you're like,
yeah,
again,
and
you're figuring it out in real time. That's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, and it is kind of getting to Christine.
But she has every right to be upset.
Oh, for sure. Oh,
you
for
found
sure.
out about like some lie like that, and like, oh, that's upsetting, and I didn't know about that this whole time, and everyone else knew, and that's humiliating for me. God.
Yeah.
And then there's Mary over
he
here
just
going,
continues to be an asshole.
Yeah, he was an asshole, and my
be.
reality wasn't what I thought it was. And Mary should be mad about that too.
Yes, that I think everyone can relate to. Like when you are living a lie. I remember myself even saying that. Like what pisses me off the most is that you had me living a reality that wasn't real. Like, you chose that for me. I didn't even get to choose whether I was living in what was actually going on or not.
In Love Actually, a movie that I think is ridiculous, but the one good storyline.
I know, I watch it every Christmas, but it is.
Right. Emma Thompson says, what did she say? She's like, you made our relationship a lie or something. She said, or you made what we had a lie. Or she says something to that, like everything that we had together is now just nothing.
Yeah.
And that is, it's fucking upsetting. 1634.
Well, compare. He didn't kiss me until he asked me to marry him. And it wasn't a kiss, it was a stamp. You know, his face smashed mine. That was it. You know, it wasn't anything super sexy. No, you know, so
Can you take me back to that moment?
Yeah, like he asked
It
me.
probably wasn't, because they probably already kissed and fucked several times. So it was probably just a regular kiss. It wasn't anything special because they'd already done it several times.
Maybe they kissed somewhere else, not on the lips.
We're sitting in his little
that was the first pegging.
You know, he can't live without him.
Mm-hmm.
I said yes, and then he grabbed my face, went bam, you know, like kiss me, bam.
Oh wow! It wasn't sexy and it wasn't romantic.
Mm-mm.
It wasn't.
It was like this is now a done deal. We are engaged.
Well, that shows you exactly how he
Any naughtiness
For
afterwards,
sure.
or was there more kissing after the bumping
There
of
was
faces?
some chase kissing, little church kisses. But yeah,
whatever.
Yes.
just a little chase.
Christine wondered if there was more than just a kiss.
Bullshit.
Christine wondered if there was more. She's really stirring the shit, Suki.
Yeah.
Christine wondered if there was more. God, I can't wait to get back into these comments.
No, little
Church kisses. Whatever.
I was just about to say Robin is mildly charming in this moment, but then I wanted to address this at the top. Is there some kind of indication that I am now on Robin's side, or I find her likable in some way? Because
oh God, I hope not.
All in the like YouTube comments last week were like, "Thank you, Jodie, for standing your ground," and Robin was like, "Oh, what?"
You're a Robin apologist.
I hope I made it very clear that I think both of these people are the scum of the earth.
Amanda, dye your hair darker to look like Robin. No.
I consider these people to be dirt under my feet. I think I just pointed out.
Amanda thinks Robin's fashion is very talented.
God, I dressed up like her for that one Halloween. I did my eyebrows and everything.
I'll tell you what, I
15:30. I just wanted to.
Christine saw Robin's jawline is like, oh, she be blowing.
Oh yeah,
like,
she unhinged that thing. 15:31.
You know, your bishop or something.
Okay. Well, I loved our conversation about Mormon naughtiness.
Oh
no, we're not talking about my sexuality.
Okay, so this is a different day then.
Well,
this is the different day.
That's crossing the line.
No, it was not about your sexuality. It's about you and Robin.
That was not a cool discussion.
He's so pissed.
I give a little bit here, so you don't have me in a good mood now. We're gonna have to talk some more. I give a little bit here. It's like I give an inch. I'm generous, and it's like, well, let's dig into his life. I didn't think that was cool.
That there too. What were you gonna say there?
He outed himself. He absolutely outed himself.
The sexuality. And she goes, I wasn't talking about your sexuality. I was talking about
said sexuality.
He said it. He keeps reiterating it.
Yeah, he said it. Not Suki. Suki was just like, oh, so let's like talk about it more. And that's so cool.
Yeah, but he definitely got away. They broke for lunch, as someone said. He talked to Robin and she's like, you should yell at her now. Because they clearly just reset and he's like, we're gonna have to have a conversation. So funny.
Coming up.
Don't protest too much.
If I had some sort of guarantee and Cody was up for it.
Nobody has a guarantee for marriage, bitch. All right, here we are. I'm at 14:31. Let's wrap this up.
You know, Cody's gonna be enough for me. I had a different plan for my life. My life was I was going to live plural marriage. I was going to be a part of a big picture, big family. That's been taken away from me. So I'm just.
It's been taken away from me. No,
who's Cody?
Your husband fucked it up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like however it is, it's with Cody.
Oh, were you addressing when she said that was taken away from me?
Yeah.
Like what? How much more of a narcissistic line can you say?
You were entitled to nothing. What do they say? Like death and taxes are the only guarantees in life. You're not owed anything. Oh, they took it away from me. Oh, you know what you took away from Jessup? His children, his rights as a father.
Well, she took away Cody from all of his children too. That the lack of accountability to just say that life was taken away from me by all of these women who we abused together is pretty wild.
Yeah.
Real
Plans changed. It was taken away from me. So
guess I'll just have to okay with Jodie in my $2 million mansion.
Are you afraid at some point Robin could leave if the anger continues to persist?
Yes. Yeah, she's going to be loyal. The difference with me and Robin is if we ever broke up, we would never say anything bad about it.
I honestly thought he was going to say the difference between me and Robin is that if we broke up, I would kill myself. That's genuinely what I thought he was going to say.
Okay, listen, everyone says this, and there's degrees of it. Like, actually, I don't think Christine has even said anything horrible about Cody. Nothing that we haven't already seen.
They're talking about things that happened in reality.
I think Cody and Robin have talked and changed the narrative about her ex.
Well, here,
so maybe that's why they're so scared.
She talks about Preston.
Exactly.
I think actually Robin would talk the most shit on you. It would be diabolical.
Yes. Oh, yes. Like, this is just stupidity. This is stupidity. Robin should be the one of any that would, like, Robin would talk shit about you and take your children from you because she did it before.
And it's easy to say that, like, as you said, like, don't marry someone that you wouldn't want to divorce. But then when it comes down to it, sometimes when you break up with someone, they become a person that you didn't even, like, your ex or my ex.
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
Oh, well, if you knew that going in, of course, you're not going to be with them. So, yeah, I think you are going to.
Right. Or is there, like, a biological change? Is there Cody, from us watching season 1 to now, he does seem like he's had some sort of like mental or emotional change. Like something is off with Cody that has changed since season 1.
That Ashley, says the husband on Notes to Self. By the way, I do watch Notes to Self sometimes, and they are fast because they do know them and they're great. Who grew up with Robin thinks she's planting seeds, getting ready to leave him. See, this is why this show can't be over soon. And Kara agrees. This was a good season. Please.
Oh yeah. I disagree. I don't think she'll ever leave him.
I think she will.
Really? Yeah,
I think he should leave her. I think that if he could maybe if he could get into the manosphere enough that they could turn him against even Robin, because she really is doing what the manosphere says that women do to men. Which is manipulating them and ruining their life. So if maybe he left her, and
Robin, I think believes it too, though. I mean, she's going to say like, women should fight like a woman, not fight like a man, or else the man's.
Yeah, that was a weird. I didn't even know what she was really saying. Has she said that yet? It's coming up here.
I don't think she's done it yet, but yikes.
Because I think we definitely love each other. I mean, and we still would even if we broke up.
Sure, everyone would say that though with their current partner.
How much more can I tolerate?
He's coming out of it.
Yeah,
he's coming out of it. Yeah, I feel bad because I feel like people who've only known him for the last 3 or 4 years, they've only known a certain one.
Oh yeah, when his son passed away, he's coming out of it. Don't worry, thank God. Right, he's coming out of that. He'll be fine.
Well, that's the thing. Robin's going to need him to snap out of the Garrison grief real quick because Robin's not going to like him living in any thought or emotion that is not going towards her or her children.
Well, we saw that happen, how they handled that whole thing.
Oh, yeah, not a tear in that episode where Cody's like, I'm going to go bury him. And she's like, okay, sure, and go bury your boy. Sure, go.
Yeah, you need that. You wanted that. You need that for yourself, right? That's good.
Sounds good. I don't know. I just don't think she's leaving because I don't think she will ever get a job of her own. And I think if the money runs out, she's still going to try to
someone
leave it
else.
out.
She'll leave him in a second. She'll set herself up.
Yeah.
The hardest version I've ever known of him, and I see the guy that he was before that.
I just wanted to know, last time we were in Sedona, we talked about you guys all being in a therapy session. This was like 11 years ago, the last time the whole family was together.
When Robin had a tummy ache.
We're going to a marriage retreat in Sedona, Arizona.
Nancy was just so aggressive.
So aggressive, that's right.
One is Pat, who we've known for a long time, and the other
Delicious
is Nancy,
Pat.
and she's never counseled polygamists before.
And the big question is, were you happier then or are you happier now?
What a dumb question.
Right?
Way happier now. Yeah, no.
She was clearly in a full-blown depression. Why would you even ask?
Yeah.
And now she's David, the love of her life.
Were you happy when you were having to stand in front of Cody for him to even pay attention to you?
Well, he held hands with Robin.
Well, I don't know. We had some good times. That was a good trip.
That was fun. As fun as that was, I guess I'll choose now with David.
Love my life now. Absolutely love it. Coming back to Sedona, I was a mess. I was like, I can't believe I have to go back to that town, because Sedona was where I understood how little I mattered. I don't know if I'm making sense.
No, it makes sense, because I remember that therapy session in Sedona where you guys had to figure out where your position was in the family.
Okay, that was like one of the 4 episodes Suki watched before this.
Also where you want to be.
What we're going to do is going to position yourselves where you think you are in relationship to each other now. This is
how aggressive she is. Robin was right.
What a bitch.
Hard I feel, or whatever. I don't know. This is very awkward. No, I don't want to talk about it. It was the worst part of the trip for me. The absolute worst. Some adjustments that would make it even more comfortable.
Janelle didn't even move. Janelle has not moved from her place that she was standing when Nancy was telling the instructions.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm good. I'm out of the sun. Some shade on me right now.
In the future or in the future? In the future. Okay. This is where I really want to be.
She just took like one step. She's like,
Here is this right? Will this make this be over soon?
So up close and personal. I don't even know where to look.
oh God, and Christina's standing like in front of Robin and Cody. Oh.
Then I become your sole focus.
And what I took away from that was you saying to him, I need you to
see me
right here. I need you right here. And that was that's what you were asking.
Yes, and maybe that's what the best friend thought. So let me just, so it wasn't like you could say that. It wasn't like you could say, hey, it's my time now. It is my time to have a relationship with you. I felt like with Mary and John and I, we were just team players. And none of us maybe had our needs met as much as we should. And then Robin came along and I felt like, oh my gosh, she like stands up for herself. And she's one of the things she said, she goes, I just taught Cody to death. I make sure he stays there and he listens to me, and I don't let him leave until we're done with the conversation. And I remember thinking, oh my gosh, I would never do that.
What I found is
that's so annoying when Robin always says that, because it's like, but it's not the same for us. Because if I tried to do that, he would slam at the door in my fucking face and then be like, no, I'm not because you're not. Like, it's different when you're able to get away with stuff like that. That is the most annoying thing.
Yeah, you can talk to him because he's actually at your house.
And he likes you. He'll listen to you. It's not the same. We can't do the same things that you do.
Right. Yeah.
They won't.
And she's like, well, you're just not trying. You're just not trying as hard.
You just can't let him leave. Don't let you can't let him leave.
That men will fight with a woman like she's a man if she's fighting like a man.
This doesn't even make sense, honestly.
Like, whoa, put your sword away. I'm your wife, and this is.
They read that on the Manosphere Reddit.
For sure.
Dumb.
Oh, for
100%. I'm going to be a woman. I'm going to talk as a woman. I'm not going to talk like a man.
At this point, I don't know the point of the episode.
Also, thank you, Robin, for putting us into these very specific gender roles that you have laid out in your head. Yeah. There's man.
I should talk like a woman and fight like a woman.
They don't. There's no gray area in there. Yeah. We're nice and men punch.
Whoa. Okay, next time, like if Adam gets upset with me, I'm going to say this. Whoa, put your sword away.
I'm your wife.
Okay.
I'm your wife.
Let's work on this together.
That would be so annoying. I would be so annoyed with you.
Like, no, this is what I'd be like, okay. Yeah. Like, that's how I would fight that. Like, okay.
10-13.
Because it's...
I don't know. Are you happier then or are you happier now? I mean, it's kind of like that was 11 years ago. You guys were setting
still have goals. See, we are all still focused on working together. No, Christine wasn't happy there at all. Right. My goals weren't like my ultimate happiness. My goals were to have the family working well together.
Then,
yeah, my goals were still clear through moving to Flagstaff. I just lost faith.
The episodes we're literally doing right now. I love it.
All my wives are connecting with each other, shattered in Flagstaff.
They told you that was going to happen.
I'm
Yeah.
happy in my home and my experience with Robin sans my ex-wives. I mean, as long as
Sons. I
I
want to make a shirt that just says sons.
It's just constantly blame.
Okay, so let me ask you the bigger question. Would you do it all over again? Marrying
A
these
dumb
women
question.
and living a plural?
Honestly, though, because the way he answers it, spoiler, is no. My jaw still dropped to the floor. I was like,
Well, that's the thing. It's like,
what?
yeah, would you do it again? Would you change anything? Like, I think she could have worded the question a little bit better.
Sure, but I just think that I don't even have kids, and my first thought would still be, well, it's hard to really answer that because I have all these children.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
we
think
had
he
good
says that.
times.
Yeah.
The best way to answer that is I would change the way it ended. That's the way.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Life. Would you do it all again?
No.
And all of the stages. Lehigh, Las Vegas.
It was the experience that I had, and now that I've had the experience, I was like, I wouldn't do it again. So I did it. I had the experience, and we're still in the throes of the breakup, so to speak. Would I do it again? No, I wouldn't. Moving forward, do this again. And if I was starting over, like if I went back in time and was starting over, that's such a double-edged sword. I mean, and like, that's a question that I can't fairly answer for another 10 years, I think.
Okay. A simple question. Do you still believe in polygamy?
I think it can work. I think it's very important for all parties involved to be committed.
Shut
to
up,
it.
Mary. Whatever.
You had an affair
Like,
too.
I'm not even listening to Mary.
It doesn't work.
Would you do it again?
At this point in my life, no.
So,
I'm not gonna live polygamy again.
so Mary is going to be a monogamist.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Would you ever see the possibility of staying in polygamy, taking another wife?
As if Robin would
the
ever let
four
that
wives
happen.
were still in?
No.
Oh, just me and Rob?
Yeah.
No, hell no. And I'll tell you why. Because we already failed. I would never try plural marriage again, because at this point...
Well, you were successful until Robin came in. You were actually like considered to be like the epitome of polygamy.
Who here wants to join my rally? Remember that one?
Yeah, join our rally in the rain. Joe Darker had a scarf on for that. Like a fancy scarf.
God, he wants to peg Joe Darker.
Oh, yeah.
Off the table. I'm just, Robin might say, hey, you know, I mean, listen, I think Robin's broken on it the same way I have.
Do you still believe in polygamy?
It's a tough one right now for me. If I had some sort of guarantee and Cody was up for it, yeah. But I have no guarantee and Cody's not up for it, and I'm scared to death of it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you met somebody that would
Yeah.
kind of fill the parameters and
Also, who the fuck would ever agree to join in on Robin and Cody? Like
meeting
no
their
one-
kids? Woof.
Oh, the kids. I forgot about that.
It would have to be some sort of crazy guarantee. I'd have to have God talk to me and, like, you know,
yeah,
burning bush is kind of the thing.
You need a real sign.
Oh, I would.
Coming up.
Just trust that I am very sexual being.
Oh, we
I'm
get
not
to
gonna
end
say
on.
no.
There we go.
Foresee that I'm gonna meet
I'm at 6:02. I assume
Yeah.
Suki asked her about her sexuality here.
very many people who live plural marriage these days.
Mm-hmm.
I live in the South now. I mean,
So would you be open to a monogamous relationship?
maybe, but I'm not definitely not going to be dating on those weird apps that you swipe.
Oh, like Tinder?
Yeah, no.
Describe what you're looking for.
Someone who's very solid, who knows who they are, not super flashy. I'm kind of done with flashy. Someone who's not so high maintenance, you know.
Love
I definitely
that, love
don't
that.
want someone who's such a prima donna.
Love
You
that.
said not high maintenance and not a prima donna.
Well, yeah, you know, I guess take that how you want. I guess I just want
You know, it's interesting. I watch our children with their husbands, and I'm like, wow, that's a really different experience. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And they're very engaged with each other. Mm-hmm. And so, I don't know, I guess I'm just like, maybe I want something a little bit more like that.
Right.
Matching my energy is a big thing.
Oh, so you want another dark fucking cloud walking around? Match
fun. That'd be a fun double date.
That couple. You want them around. God. Or does she mean the laughing energy? Because what's worse, really?
The laughing energy. She needs to date a magician. She needs to date like a school assembly magician. Funny. They're funny.
Like, it's very important for me to have anybody in my life, like my best friend. She does it, somebody in my
comic
life.
Puppeteer.
Cheer me on.
I think your best friend is trying to get you to get out of your box. Like,
she totally wants me to.
Yeah. So
she totally wants me to.
So have you seen any action?
I think this is an inappropriate question, honestly.
Yeah.
It's been a very, 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 very long time. Very, very.
This is also a lie because she had dated Amos at this point, but I think that this is out of.
I would believe if she and Amos didn't fuck, though. I could see Mary being like, "Nope, I'm not doing that for a long time."
Insane, my God.
Well, I know, but Mary is insane. Of course, Mary's not going to have sex with him.
At least get it in.
Saddle. You know what? She tells me she's going to buy me boxes of.
She can't say condoms. That's right.
This is insane.
Toys.
Protection. Because she's like, I will buy you. I'm like, I don't need a bot for me. Nothing's happening. Nothing needs.
Well, you should have them on hand,
go and buy.
No, things need to happen.
Okay, when it's appropriate.
I don't
just
like
wanted
this.
to know, is sex important to you?
Oh, it is, of course. And it's so interesting. Like, everybody has this idea just because I didn't want to have assembly line kisses with Cody.
I'm glad she's addressing this because that probably is very annoying to her that she's like, what? People think I'm asexual because I didn't want to fuck Cody.
Yeah, I had 6 kids. Like, maybe we didn't fuck towards the end because I didn't want to fuck him. Have you seen him?
Cody, yeah, geez.
Yeah, I wasn't fucking because we're all looking at him.
I promise you. And the hormones are hell when you're single. But, it's like you just deal with it or whatever. But yeah, no, I suspect that someday down the road, if there's somebody else.
Yeah, good,
I love hearing that you're far from that.
No,
because I think a lot of people are curious.
No, and I really want to make sure, because it's so wild to me that everybody has assumed. So just trust that I am not. I'm a very sexual being. I'm a very earth mama.
Ooh.
I'm a Taurus. And I'm a very earth mama, and I'll just say that everything earthy.
It's like I don't really know what that means, but you get it, girl.
Yeah.
That's why I said "Eat, Pray, Love" is your movie.
Damn, I need to go. I need to sell all my
sex. Taurus.
That'll be my version of Eat, Pray, Love.
She's doing it. She made those cucumbers.
You deserve all that and all the goodness. And I think
Well, we know what she's doing with it. She said being single those hormones.
And I really, my
It
hope
sucks.
is that we can get
Exactly, Meggie Balls. Janela's fucked a cuke for sure.
That's like low on the list of like crazy things to do at this point, honestly. Sure, get it.
Yeah, maybe she said like she likes to fuck outside. Get it.
Do it. Suki keeps floating the idea. Maybe you guys will all be on the same couch again.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'd really like that.
That could happen. That would be very interesting.
I would love it. Oh God.
Do you have any friends?
I have friends.
To introduce ladies to?
No,
A little bit
no. I know a lot of people, but I don't have close friends that are like that.
Yeah.
That are like that.
Farmers only.
This farmers only joke must come up like 26
Yeah,
times.
I don't like this joking that like Janelle's single. Oh, farmers only. Like it's so condescending
is what it is, and it's like embarrassing for them.
Yeah, no, everyone wants to be in a relationship.
Farmers only.
Let's put Janelle.
Yes.
We should. Let's do. I'll talk to Maddie.
Christina, David, I wish you guys like so much happiness. It's just been wonderful. It's been a beautiful thing to watch. It really has. And to see you so happy. It's been really so beautiful, and you're a big part of it. Do you feel like everybody could come and sit on this couch and have a conversation?
Here's the thing. I think that if we were each really, really secure and happy in our own lives.
Well, Robin and Cody will never be that.
We had gotten rid of all angst and the anger and the
If we could just get the 3 women together, why aren't the 3 women together? At least have that so they can all play off each other.
and the sadness and everything from the past, then we could. But if we're still holding on to all of that,
They're not.
it can happen.
Okay.
They're talking about it like you are.
Well, I hope you guys all let it go. We're all cheering you on. We want you to be happy.
Yes.
We want you to be the best version of yourself.
Yeah.
And we'd really like you to go on a couple of dates and be single, ready to mingle, and hopefully get some action.
I mean, I am
Suki,
very
I don't like
single and
this.
ready to
I don't
mingle.
like it either.
It's mean,
Yeah,
honestly.
I get
It's like
action.
bullying.
I'm going to find out. I'm calling your best friend. I'm going to get her to spill some tea.
It's just like I wouldn't try this again.
I too much collateral damage.
Oh, here goes.
He's done. His power is just down.
Let's get a quote Garth Brooks. And I can't wait.
Missed the dance. You know, I'm glad we had the experience. I'm glad I got
Yeah.
this children. I'm glad I've got this relationship. 5 years from now, gosh, Christine and me and Mary all probably getting along just great. But we're going through a divorce experience. It's all over, and
Got to dig back to the 90s for a
holy cow, look at all that wasted time. I don't know. Maybe they're looking at it like it was a good experience, and sometimes, you know, like,
or maybe they look at it as it's only just begun.
Or their life only just begun. Maybe so.
Yeah.
Maybe so.
Like that was one shared experience.
Yeah.
And now they're moving on to another experience.
Yeah. And more happiness to everybody.
Well, thank you for your honesty. Thank you for your accountability. And thank you for sitting down and talking to me and having the hard conversation.
Thank you. You're welcome.
You just said thank you, you're welcome to her. He said thank you and you're welcome.
And you're welcome.
You're welcome.
And then Cody just said, cut the cameras, please. And they left that in, which I find just the perfect level of shade to put a little pin. All right. Well, I've never had to pee so bad in my life. So let's wrap it up. But guys, this has been a wonderful season, 29 episodes long. I'm sure we'll be back.
Right. Hey, everyone make a wish. Lucky 444 in the chat. 444 people watching. Make sure you hit that little thumbs up, subscribe. We're still going to be here every Monday at noon Central, talking about the week's hottest topics, and of course, a Browntown segment, keeping up on everything Sister Wives. Check out Patreon with Girl Dinner, We Love to Hate TV, and Total Request Podcast. Check out Pod in the City and all of our favorite YouTubers and podcasts down somewhere at the bottom of our page. Amanda, anything else?
At mine, Cara Berry. And I think that's it, you guys. We love you so, so much. And please join us every Monday, still same time, same place. We'll still be here. Love you guys. You are all adults. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, guys, it's been a blast. Thank you so much for joining us today on our We Love to Hate Everything channel. Please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Give us a like or even a comment, and click on that bell if you want notifications, because you never know when we might pop up and go live. Please check out our other 2 podcasts on Patreon, where we snark on even more TV, movies, and pop culture. We got Total Request Podcast, that's patreon.com/trpod, and We Love to Hate TV, patreon.com/Love to Hate TV. Thanks again, and we will see you next time.